Welcome in high school football fans to the Bluegrass Sports Nation's coverage tonight. The Breathitt County Bobcats come south to face the Somerset Briar Jumpers. Coach Clay Clevenger and his Briar Jumpers. Pretty good season so far for this ball club. I tell you what, they've had some big wins. They've won big over Perry Central 48-7. They had a real close game against Russell County 13-7. A loss to Knox Central, a loss to Garrett County, loss to Campbellsville, and a big win over Lincoln County last week. Somerset, of course, the first district rival on Breathitt's schedule here this season. And I'm joined tonight by our color commentator, Evan Miller, and also our analyst, Bradley Hall. Pleased to have you guys on here with us tonight. First off, Evan, let's talk a little bit about the keys for tonight's game. For Somerset, first off, I think that they need to try to handle Breathitt's stable of running backs.
I agree, Rob. A lot of Breathitt's running backs, they can kill you with speed. They can kill you with how hard they run. If they can stop the run, it'll be a lot easier to predict the pass.
Sure will. And you talk about speed. Somerset needs to keep the ball in front of them and not let this high-powered passing offense that's fueled by Miles Holland, they don't want the ball to get over their head.
Yep, especially with receivers like Austin Sperry and Jason Combs that can beat you way deep and catch a ball deep as well.
And speaking of quarterbacks, that's another key for Somerset. If they can get some pressure on Miles Holland, it will be beneficial. He's shown early on this season and often that he is a good quarterback and has a good IQ when it comes to football.
Yep. Miles may be experienced for his age, though. Any quarterback under pressure will make mistakes eventually.
For the Bobcats, three keys to them being successful here against the Briar Jumpers. First and foremost, let's talk about limiting turnovers. Last week, the 4 turnovers really was detrimental to the Bobcats.
Yes. Football is a battle of defense, offense, and turnovers. If you lose the ball, can't score, and that hurts you in the long run.
They also need to control the line of scrimmage, and that goes for offensively and defensive. We talk a lot about our linemen. Sometimes we don't give them enough credit, but once again, to be successful here tonight, the Bobcats need to control that line of scrimmage, especially on the defensive side of things, as Somerset comes right at you with Chris Hughes.
Yep.
And, of course, you talk about better pursuit of the football. We talk about fundamentals a lot on the program. Fundamentally, we talk about blocking and tackling, and the Bobcats need to do a better job at pursuing the football and tackling.
Yeah, the Bobcats have had a lot of trouble with tackles, and they stop plays good and short and make them long.
Folks, we will be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation after this message for high school football.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughn Bassett furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughn Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price.
Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head to head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
All right, folks, we are back here from Somerset, Kentucky, where Breathitt County has made the trip down to Somerset. Once again, the first district matchup of the year for these 2 ball clubs. Breathitt County coming in at 2-4 to face Coach Clevenger's 3-3 Briar Jumpers. Coach Moore and the Bobcats, of course, you know, it's a hard schedule, Evan. We've talked about it many times on the broadcast, but you've had a big changeover of players, too. You talk about playing a lot of freshmen in different skill positions and different linemen, and then you go down the list. You start looking at some of the top receivers and top scoring people on the list. There's Eli Thomas, freshman running back for the Bobcats. John Carter Holland, a name that we know very often. He doesn't have any youth behind him. He's a very experienced player, but I'm going to let you know something. We've got more than that coming as freshmen, as we got Miles Holland at quarterback.
Yeah, Breathitt's really young this year. And that's been a trend that's followed for the past few years, is we stay young every year we play.
You look across the board, and we've got a fine young receiver out there, Jason Combs. And, of course, on the line, you know, we've anchored on that one side by Tayton Skidmore. He's a gentleman that may or may not see a lot of playing time here tonight. We know he's nursing an injury, but he is dressed and then went through some walkthroughs and some warm-ups. Talk to us a little bit about some of the scoring leaders and some of the stat leaders for the Briar Jumpers, if you will.
Well, looking at the Briar Jumpers stats, once again, they're led by Hughes. Cam Hughes' younger brother, Chris, who is their leading rusher and second leading receiver, which is insane for a running back. They run their whole offense through him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of yards. You start looking across the board, a pretty balanced attack, a little over 1,000 yards passing and a little over 800 yards rushing. And out of the 800 yards rushing, Bradley, 600 of those comes from Mr. Hughes.
Yeah, that says a lot. I've not actually looked at the stat sheet. I don't know exactly what this offense runs through. Thank you, Evan. But hearing that just lets me know that he's a great player all around.
Yeah, he's a gentleman that anchors this Briar Jumper offense. I'm sure we're going to see his name some on defense, too, and be talking about it. The team leaders and captains are out on the midfield right now at the 50-yard line, getting ready for the coin toss. The referee's out there with them talking at midfield. Should be a great game between these 2 ball clubs. We know the Bobcats. We talked about some key things that both clubs need to do. not only the Bobcats, but also the Briar Jumpers. This Bobcat offense it can be very powerful at times. We saw flashes of this offense that have looked very good. We've witnessed some times when they've made some mistakes and done some things that we'd like to see them do better. We talk about the youth and how skilled they are, but that's one of the things that comes with youth. Sometimes there's a little immaturity at times, and there's some mistakes. Limiting those mistakes and handling the ball and keeping the turnovers down is going to benefit the Bobcats here tonight in this district matchup.
Exactly, Rob. And the piggyback off that, they are very young, and like you were saying, a little what was the word you
Immature.
used? Immature.
Immature.
Yeah. I would more use the word
inexperienced.
Yeah.
It comes with age, and it comes with plays and snaps on the field.
And especially when your play caller is a freshman. I mean, and for a freshman quarterback, he's doing stellar.
Yeah, great.
Miles on the season has, let's see if I can, he has 649 passing yards on 79 attempts.
Yeah. Great average for that young man.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, we are getting ready to go live here with the kickoff. Got about 1 minute and 44 seconds before the kick. And the Briar Jumper faithful comes to their feet. And I think I know why they sat us outside the press box.
Yeah, there's maybe a little bit of a noisemaker hooked to a car battery within 20 feet of where we are located. So if you hear the siren going off, we are sorry.
And we'll keep a check on Brad. He's sitting closer to it than anybody else.
Yeah. It's loud. Very, very loud.
He might have to lock in a little bit to hear me and Rob talking.
I'll try my best.
Folks, we got 12 minutes on the clock, and the siren has sounded. The band is out at midfield for Somerset. We are just waiting on them to clear the field and get a whistle and get the kickoff and the kickoff return teams out here on the field. We want to say a special thanks to our sponsors, People's Bank of Jackson, for sponsoring our first downs, and also Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy for sponsoring our scoring plays. You will hear more about that from Evan later on here tonight.
Well, Rob, looks like the Briar Jumpers are starting with the ball. This could be a big chance for Breathitt's defense to make a statement early.
Well, the announcer did say that, Breathitt County won a toss and elected to defer, so they'll get the ball to start the third quarter. But with that being said, they got to have some confidence in this defense early to stop Somerset.
It's a very gutsy choice from Breathitt County. They've had some defensive struggle all year, allowing, well, never mind, that stats on paper, so...
That's a little different for them, too. Most of the time when Breathitt County wins the coin toss, they usually like to receive. This is a little different.
Coach Moore loves getting the ball, but he's taking a stance early and wants his defense to go out there and show them what they're made of. Now, our kicker, we have two kickers out there today. It's Preston Turner and Wyatt Spencer. This is what our special teams coordinator, Shorty Combs, likes to do. He likes to have two kickers. One can do a really good onside, and one can push the ball up high. We try to give the kickoff team a chance to get the ball back.
Yeah, I really like that look. We've been used to seeing Braxton Terry step back and boot it. We all know he can send it to the end zone for a touchback. Braxton not coming off the field a whole lot on offense defense, so he's getting a little bit of a breather here on the kickoff team as like you mentioned, the special teams coordinator, Shorty Combs, electing to go with Wyatt Spencer and Preston Turner. Preston Turner has been a great added addition to this football team. Soccer player, in his early years has decided to come and play football for Breathitt County. We're tickled to have him.
Sorry, Rob. Really young, too. I think he's coming in as a sophomore.
I think you're right. Sophomore, junior, I believe. I'm not for sure.
So he'll have some time to develop to become more than just a kicker.
Guys, if you notice our picture's a little bit foggy, that is the charcoal grill. They've starved us to death since we got here. So
they got a great pork tenderloin sandwich. Ask me. Here's a kick from Preston. He puts the boot to it. There's the high kick. Going to fall over around the 38, 39-yard line. Handled. Fair catch called by the Briar Jumpers, and they will get a first down and start, looks like at the 38-yard line. So the Bobcat defense will come out on the field early.
Ball marked at the 39-yard line. First and 10 for the Briar Jumpers.
Looks like they've made a few defensive changes. It's like Alex Strong may have been moved from cornerback to more of a to a inside line.
Inside linebacker, yep. So Bruner back at the quarterback. He'll get set, 2 receivers in front of us. He'll hand off the give over on that right-hand side. Bobcat defense swarms to the football, makes the tackle.
And they're already hitting one of our key points of the game. They're game tackling early on Chris Hughes.
Looks like
tackle for the Bobcats.
Barnett was in on that tackle early, and a number of the Bobcats able to swarm in and stop the football. That'll move it over probably, they're going to say no gain. So he got back to the line of scrimmage. Ball still on the 38-yard line over on the right hash. Briar Jumpers come out and go to work. Trips to the left. Bruner back at quarterback. He'll move Hughes over to his left. Bobcat defense showing blitz. Give to Hughes. No, Bruner's going to keep it. Tackled for a loss in the backfield by Waylon Abner.
What a great show of athleticism by the big man to get back there and take down the quarterback.
Abner able to get off the block, and he will bring Bruner down for about a 2-yard loss.
From all the way up here, I can see they're playing with a lot of fire right now. People are excited. They're making big plays, making big hits, and it's showing right now.
You can see it when they were showing blitz, too. I mean, they look like they're amped up. Bobcats ready to go here early. So it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Bobcat, or for the Briar Jumpers.
And Rob, to bring up what you were saying pregame, the Bobcats are really hoping to find their pace defensively. They've made a bunch of changes this season so far, changing their backfield almost entirely in a few defensive positions up front.
Bruner takes a snap, rolls right, throws it to his right, caught, and he's got a man over there that's open, and he's down to the 30, tripped up at the 25. And that is Corbin Samala with the reception. He is the leading receiver for the Briar Jumpers.
That's a big gut punch. You had 2 plays where you stopped their rushing attack and they just gashed you on the pass.
3rd and 12 for the Briar Jumpers, and they convert on a huge, huge pass play.
And that is a People's Bank of Jackson first down.
Briar Jumpers come to the line of scrimmage. Bruner back at quarterback. Hughes to his left. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. He'll give inside. Hughes lowers his shoulder. He's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 yard.
Still looking strong on that inside run defense right there.
Yeah, they're defending the run really good early on. Let's just see if they can adjust to the pass now.
Well, up front, we've got Braxton Terry, Wyatt Spencer, and Waylon Abner.
Looks like they finally found the number 15 for Spencer. He was in 58 last week.
He's in a different number last week. So Bruner will bring the play in for the Briar Jumpers and break the huddle. 9:31 on the clock, 0-0 your score. Briar Jumpers threatening to get into the red zone here early in the first quarter.
Looks like they're in the I formation.
Bruner, give to Hughes. Young Terry almost had him in the backfield. Just missed him, and he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a tackle. Looks like a loss of 1.
They're giving him a -1 on the play.
Loss of 1 yard, so another good run defense for the Bobcats, as it'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Overall, on the last 3rd down, they gave up a huge play. Let's see if they can turn it around and get a stop in the red zone.
Yeah, we need to make an adjustment here. A ball on the 22-yard line. 3rd down and 11. 8:48 on the clock.
This is when it's important to know your situational football. It's 3rd and long. You're in the red zone, and you know what's coming.
Yeah.
You know they're going to take a shot somewhere, and they're lining up trips, and you know they're going to look that way right now.
Trips to the right. Bruner across the middle's got a man over there. It's caught down around the 2-yard line. Good tackle made by Adam Spencer.
Spencer with a stop for the Bobcats.
And Chris Hughes on the reception. So the young man not only out of the backfield, but we talked about as all of the offense ran through Hughes. And you see it right there.
Very dangerous player. He can kill you in the kill you in the run, which we haven't seen much so far, but we can see him hurting the Bobcats in the pass.
So just to make note, here in the first quarter early, Somerset has came out and converted 2 big 3rd down plays to keep the ball rolling and to eat up the clock here in the first quarter. Bruner under the center. Good tackle that time. Into the backfield.
Austin Barker.
Austin Barker.
Great job by Barker. Just came running around the edge and made a tackle for the loss.
And again, that's the situational football. They're coming in on a power set inside the 5-yard line. You got to know what's coming, and they did.
Nice little safety blitz. Barker able to make the stop, moves the ball back to the 5-yard line, sitting in the middle of the field. 7:33 on the clock. Bruner with the play. He'll break the huddle. Bobcats looking for a stop on second down.
Again, they're lining up in this power set.
Yep, here we go. Brunner under center. Turns. Came from the line judge over on the Bobcat sideline. We're waiting on the call. We'll see what signal the white hat referee gives to us. It's 7:15 on the clock. False start on the offense. So that'll back the Briar Jumpers up. That'll make it 2nd and 10. 7:15 on the clock. The penalty against Somerset, that'll back them up. So center of the field at the 10-yard line. We'll see what Coach Clevenger and the Briar Jumpers do here. Knocking on the end zone, trying to get a score on the board here with 7 minutes left in the first. Briar Jumpers come out and get set. Trips to the right.
Second down.
Brunner back in the shotgun. Hughes will come back beside of him, and Somerset's going to call a timeout, I believe. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this message.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
All right, folks, we are back with a quick commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. The Somerset Briar Jumpers facing the Bobcats. They've converted two big third down conversions, Bradley Hall, but now they've got the ball down on the 10-yard line, threatening the Bobcats.
Yeah, this offensive drive has been one-sided so far. They've been able to do nothing on the run, and every bit of their offensive success has been in the air. So this is something the Bobcats have to key on later on and make sure they can get adjusted to.
So the Briar Jumpers, after the timeout, will come out and line up on the line of scrimmage. I don't think Coach Clevenger liked what he had out there. Same set, trips to the right.
Looks like Hughes is in the slot.
Brunner going to roll out of there. Forced out, going to throw to Hughes. Hughes, a little stutter step, makes the man miss. Gets into the corner of the end zone with 6:52 on the clock.
That is a family pharmacy touchdown by number 17, Chris Hughes. Good effort by him. He's tiptoeing on the sideline and diving in for a touchdown.
Well, very well designed play by Coach Clevenger as Hughes, you made mention of, lined up as the slot receiver. Just took a few steps back and widened out. Brunner finds him, and he made the first tackler miss. First defender, he was able to get by and tiptoed into the corner of the end zone. The kicker on for the extra point. The attempt by Anderson Rubel is good. And that'll make your score 7-0. Briar Jumpers take the early lead, 6:50 on the clock. We'll take another quick commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be right back.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
Hey, Brian Milo here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Folks, we are back from the W.M. Clark Field here in Somerset.
The opening drive for the Bobcats didn't go the way they wanted with a score 7-0 for the Jumpers. A little short kick covered by Adam Spencer.
Wyatt Spencer on the cover.
Oh, my bad.
So Bobcats cover it up at the 40-yard line.
Recovers the kickoff for the Bobcats.
And the Cats offense come onto the field with 6:50 on the clock. Briar Jumpers up 7-0.
Ball marked at the 40-yard line. Or the Bobcats will begin their drive.
And that's the People's Bank of Jackson first downs. The Bobcats open up their first offensive drive.
It's ball marked pretty close to the center of the field. Let's see what Coach Moore and Miles Holland can do offensively as they come on.
Mentioned it earlier. Looks like Dawson Hayes is in for Tayton Skidmore right now at right tackle.
Gibson going to go out in motion as a slot receiver. Holland sits back, looks up into the pocket, and he's sacked. He stepped up into the pocket to make the throw, and Briar Jumpers there early to get the sack.
Defensive lineman just found his way through the protection and got a big sack. Not the way the Bobcats would have hoped to open up their first offensive drive in district play.
Loss of 5 yards on the play. Second down.
So that will bring up 2nd and 15 for the Cats as Holland back in the pocket. 2 receivers to each side. Single back to his right is Gibson.
Looks like they're in the gun formation right now. Could expect a little quick pass out or maybe something deep like we mentioned earlier.
Austin Lawless was the man that made the sack. Inside is Gibson as he's still on his feet. Briar Jumpers finally able to bring him down. With a good hard run by Ethan Gibson, able to lower the shoulder, get through that initial line of scrimmage.
Ooh, blasting pass, Rob. I'll correct you there. It's Jaden Gibson.
Jaden Gibson. I always got to give Ethan props.
Yeah, he's a real good running back.
He knows that.
Gibson family is a good lineage of running backs. Both him and Ethan were really great
Can't tell
backs.
the difference out there.
Ethan knocking on the door. He wants to be a broadcaster too, so you guys got to mind your P's and Q's up here, including me.
I got to be good. He's my neighbor.
We love Ethan.
Yeah. To talk about Jaden, though, he's a little dissimilar from his brother. He's more of a power back than Ethan was a speed back.
Trips to the right. Holland sits back. Rolls out of the, almost. He is sacked again.
Nearly escaped the sack on that one, but he still takes it. This will bring up 4th down for the Bobcats.
He was able to duck and get out of that first one, but had another defensive lineman coming after him, and that'll be 2 sacks in that first drive, and that'll bring up 4th and 18 for the Bobcats as Braxton Terry will come on to punt.
Somerset pass rush being really successful right now.
So far, they are tearing up the Bobcat offensive line, finding ways through that protection to just kill the momentum of the quarterback. Something we brought up earlier, Rob.
Yep.
Pressure in the quarterback, make him rush through his reads.
Good.
So far, he hasn't made a mistake, and he's just taking sacks.
Great punt, a great roll.
Yeah, good punt by Braxton as it falls around the 20 and will be chased back to about the 16 or 17-yard line.
Great field position for the Bobcat defense.
Chris Hughes was the man that was deep. No doubt he probably could have brought it out of there, but he'll let it roll.
We'll take over 1st and 2.
And that'll bring up a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Somerset Briar Jumpers on their 2nd offensive drive of the game.
Briar Jumpers will start out on the 17. Ball's going to be over on the left hash. 4:35 on the clock. Jumpers up 7-0 on the Bobcats. Brenner will bring the play in from the sideline. Yeah, Coach Clevenger, Bradley brought up a good point. He's got to be really excited about that defensive pressure early in the Bobcats' first offensive possession. So the offense finally gets set for Somerset. Give up inside to Hughes. Hughes gets through that initial line of scrimmage. Going to be brought down by Braden Barnett. And also Austin Barker and
Barnett.
Looks like Gibson may be in there too.
There's Hughes showing he can do more than just catch it. It's also a first down. People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Jumpers. Hughes showing his explosiveness from the backfield for a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, he got through that initial line of scrimmage there in that defensive front really quick. So some good blocking up front for Somerset. Defensive line got to kind of got to tie that one up and make sure they get in the gaps. Here we go again off that tackle. Hughes.
Same play.
Right off that left side over on the Bobcat sideline. He's forced out of bounds around the 46, maybe the 47.
As Coach Moore used to tell us, keep running it if they can't stop it. So far, it looks like they're going to keep giving it to Hughes and see what he can do on the ground.
Somerset's lining up with a tight end on the line a lot, and they're sending him in motion too. So either he's blocking really good, and they might see him sneak a route or two in there later on in the pass game.
They're going to say he went out of bounds around the 44.
So People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Briar Jumpers as they continue so far a dominant drive.
Ball will stay on the left hash. 2 receivers this side. Man goes in motion for Somerset, Brenner waits on the snap. He's got Hughes back there. There's the fake. Throw across the middle of the field. He's got a man back there. He's tackled by Barker, but it's after a big catch and reception for the Briar Jumpers.
That'll bring up another People's Bank of Jackson first down. It feels like Somerset are just going back-to-back with those first downs right now. Killing the Bobcats right now on the ground, now through the air, which is why the running game is so important, because they ran a play action play on that, and that gave them Bobcats to be on the run, just gave them a great route down the middle.
That ball deep into Bobcat territory. Ball now on the 29-yard line, center of the field. Man in motion to the opposite side. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Give up inside to Hughes. Hughes steps past one defender and going to be brought down around the 22, 23-yard line. So to bring up second down.
Spencer.
So far, Hughes is making up for his first drive. I'll say jitters, as he didn't do much on the field other than that passing catch, his two pass catches. He's on the run now. He's doing great though.
Well, they found something they like up front, because they've went back to that play a couple times. They've run it to each side of the field. There is the man in motion again, and give to Hughes. Hughes up inside. He's going to be brought down right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe a pickup of a yard.
If I'm not mistaken, they sent that man in motion every play this drive.
Got a little laundry on the field. Looks like someone was doing a little football after the play.
Ball up to about the 20-yard line. Maybe the 21 where he was brought down. The scoreboard says the 23, second down and 4. We'll see where they actually spot the ball after the penalty. Waiting on the signal from the referee. And that'll be a
unsportsmanlike conduct on the
Briar
Somerset offense.
So
backs them up really far for a third and second and I want to say 16?
Yep. It's going to back them up a 15-yard penalty.
Personal fouls are ground killers for sure.
So Somerset faced with another big third down.
Let's see if they can convert.
3rd and 16.
I'd say they'll go back to the pass here, as in it's what they've done for the past few third downs, and gashed Bobcats pretty good.
One receiver each side. Second receiver comes over to the right in motion. Fake to Hughes. Throw across the middle. Almost intercepted by Austin Sperry, but it just came out of there. It'll fall incomplete. Once again, a little crossing route for the Briar Jumpers. It looked like it was going to be successful. Off from the receiver a little bit. Sperry was right there. It looked like he was going to be able to make that interception, but it will fall incomplete.
Looked very similar to the route they caught just a second ago, that seam route that they broke a big play on.
So 2:20 on the clock. Briar Jumpers up 7-0 here in the first quarter. Ball still on the 36-yard line. It'll be 4th and 16 as Somerset elects to go for it here in Bobcat territory. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Hughes back beside Brenner in the backfield. He'll put him in motion.
A real gutsy call early from the...
And we got a whistle.
It's like a delay of game. Going back the Briar Jumpers up even further.
Delay of game is the call for Somerset.
And that was actually Grayson Gulak in the backfield instead of Hughes.
I'd figure that Gulak is their second back, and when they have to put out Hughes into
when they've got Hughes as a receiver, yeah. 2:03 on the clock, 7-0 your score. Briar Jumpers now with the ball back on the 41-yard line, 4th and 22 as they'll come out and go for it.
But they're lining up in 5 wide.
Yep, empty backfield.
Very soft coverage it appears to be on defense.
Going to go deep down the field on the left side. Got a man over there. He reaches out, and it's no good. It goes incomplete.
Just through the receiver's fingertips. I bet he wished he had that one back.
So that'll be a turnover on downs as Somerset elected to go for it here in the first quarter. 2 minutes to go, 7-0. Somerset over the Bobcats. Bobcats will take over on downs, and they'll start out on the 41-yard line.
And that'll bring up a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats as they start their second offensive drive. And Rob, I bet they're hoping for a better result than the last drive.
Yeah, they got to get the offense clicking. You need to execute a couple of plays, build some confidence. Maybe get a short pass going, pick up some yards with Gibson or Thomas in the backfield. We've not had the opportunity to even call Eli's name yet here in the first quarter. So,
especially when you have such a high-powered back on the other side of the field like Somerset, your defense can only stop him those few too many times.
2 receivers to the left. Give to Thomas in the backfield. He's got some room. He's at the 40. Stiff arm and ran out of bounds around the 43, 44-yard line. Good run by Eli to move the ball. We'll see what they end up giving him here. Looks like 4. Yeah, pick up a 4, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 45.
I would look for the Bobcats and go more towards a run now, as the passing game really did not work out for them in the first drive.
Well, he had a breakdown up front. The offensive line going to have to go to work and figure out the blocking scheme and where those guys are coming from so we can get the passing game going. Holland sits back. There's the throw. He's got a man open. It's John Carter Holland. He picks up the first down, still on his feet on the sideline. Ran out on the opposite 40 on the other side of the field in front of the Bobcat sideline.
And that's a People's Bank of Jackson first down. And John Carter gets a little bit more than just the first down on there. Gets a few extra yards after.
Yeah, Somerset secondary is playing really soft right now. If the Bobcats want to target anything in the pass game right now, it would be that area in the flat.
Yep.
Good catch by John Carter.
Brad is hitting the nail around the head. Hit him low if they want to play soft.
1:46 on the clock here in the first. Bobcats on this second offensive possession over into Briar Jumper territory. 1 receiver each side, 1 back each side of Holland. Holland sets back. He's going to throw deep down the field, looking for Holland again. Overthrown. So a great ball from Miles deep down the field, but it'll go incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Complete.
I look for the Bobcats to maybe run it this play. Try to get a few of those short yards and give you a 3rd and manageable just in case a pass wouldn't work in a situation.
And they've been pretty successful in the last couple of run plays. I can see that happening.
Coach Moore going for it there with that play call, and a good pass intended for John Carter Holland. Just couldn't get under that one. Miles laid it out there. It would have been interesting to see what would have happened if he'd caught that one. Little pitch out to Eli Thomas. Thomas with some room at the 40. Turns upfield. He's at the 30 before he ran out of bounds.
You called that one, Evan.
And a good pickup by Eli Thomas.
And that'll bring up our People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats on a great run by Eli Thomas. He is great when he gets out in space. He's not your traditional power back around the middle. That's more Gibson's job. But when he gets out in between the lines, he is great, stellar guy. He'll make you miss.
He made a great cut up the field that time, and before you know it, he picked up the first down. So the Bobcats with the ball up at the 30-yard line now on the left hash.
Speaking of Gibson, he threw a great block on that play that gave Thomas a great lane on that.
Holland will roll to his right. Got a man chasing him. He's going to get rid of it. It's going to go out of bounds. Incomplete.
A great catch by Coach Shorty Combs on the sideline.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cats with 1:28 on the clock. Ball back over on the left hash from the 30-yard line. Offense comes back out, gets set. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. To the far side of the field is Sperry. Single back now, back beside Holland is Gibson. Coach Moore. Play clock down to 6 now.
Get it off quick.
Holland going to have to get the snap. 2, 1. He does. He's going to ride Gibson up inside. Gibson lowers his shoulder, and he'll get the ball forward up close to the 26-yard line. A pickup of about 4 yards.
Good run by Gibson. Gives him a few more yards to make that 3rd down just a little bit more manageable.
They're about 4 yards.
You're 4 down territory, too, so even if you do get a short gain on 3rd, you can still go for it on 4th.
High school is not like college and NFL where you can just kick a 40-yard field goal. You got to go for down 4th down when you're in this area.
1 minute on the clock now as it continues to tick. 7-0 Somerset over the Bobcats. Bobcats threatening to get into the red zone here on this. Big. And I think we had a defensive guy move. Bobcats with an offensive set there as they were going to shift some linemen.
A little eye candy from the Breathitt offense.
And a little trick that time.
Pays off.
Draws the Briar Jumpers into the across the line of scrimmage, encroachment offsides on the defense.
That one's new.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yet.
Makes that third and very manageable. Changes the play call a little bit here. I think they should go. I think they would go for a run in this situation. Give it to Gibson. I mean, I'd say he's averaging about 4 yards carry right now. Just let him steamroll it right up the middle, get that first down.
Yep, took the words right out of my mouth as they'll give to Gibson.
Exactly what they
lowers his shoulder. He gets more than the first down as he's up to about the 14-yard line.
Shaden Gibson on a hard run for People's Bank of Jackson, first down.
So the Bobcats move the chains, get in to the red zone, and they'll be on the 15-yard line at the center of the field.
Rob, I talked about this last week with Mark, but the Breathitt backfield is so good.
Yeah, we got a great stable of running backs. You've got youth, you've got experience, you've got some running backs that can just lower their shoulder and get that first down when you need it. And you made a good point about Jaden a minute ago. When Eli had the ball and got the first down, who was the lead block that got him the first down? It was Jaden. So another good point that you guys made.
Playing very selfless.
Folks, we're going to take another quick break. We'll go to commercial here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this message.
Wolf County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Franks, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolf County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolf County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also
the second quarter and the first play for the Bobcats, ball with Eli Thomas, and it's going to be second, and they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 15 with 11:43 on the clock.
I'd comment on that play, Rob, but I missed it. Brad, did you see it?
It happened fast.
Yeah, just a quick toss out to the left, and they stuffed it.
So the offense back set, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Gibson sets up shop just to the right of Holland. Holland waiting on the snap. He'll roll to his right. He's going to pitch a little option play to Gibson, stiff arm, but he's tackled up around the 13, 14-yard line. Gibson looked like he had a little room to run, Brad, but defender able to make the stop.
I don't think he's quite ready for the pitch.
Well, it's, we don't see the option very often from the Bobcats either.
I was just about to mention, this is probably one of the first times we've seen the Bobcats run the option this year.
I don't know if you could hear the excitement in my voice, but I like seeing that play. Seeing Holland coming out, making the decision to pitch it over to Gibson gives them, it gives a little wrinkle in the offense and something maybe that the Briar Jumpers haven't been prepared for.
Yeah, Rob. I mean, it's just something you don't see much anymore as an option.
Give up inside to Gibson, lowers his shoulder, still on his feet. Going to take a number of Somerset defenders to bring him down. Looks like he's going to get up to about the 11 or 12-yard line.
Good powerful run by Gibson, but let's see what the Bobcats do on 4th down. I mean, they're in the range to go for it, and this is district football. This decides 2 home games or 1 away or 2 away. Never know.
10-13 on the clock. Cats with it on the 11-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 6 for Breathitt County. Trips to the left. 1 receiver to the right is Sperry. Holland waiting on the snap. Tried to draw one of the defenders off sides, but he gets set.
Almost had it.
Yeah, looked like he came across. No call, and looks like we're going to take a timeout on the Bobcat sideline. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation with 9:52 on the clock. Somerset up 7-0. Bobcats threatening to score. Community and Technical College. Whether you're starting college for the first time or thinking about a career change, they've got you covered. Offering associate degrees, diplomas, and certificates, they're here to help you reach your goals. Kemper Furniture, local families serving local families. Come see us for Eastern Kentucky's largest in-stock selection of furniture. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Give them a call at 606-666-5454. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, where their goal is to improve health and promote well-being of all people in Central Appalachia. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out the CBTJ free mobile app banking right on your mobile device. Law offices of David A. Johnson with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. All right, folks, we are back. Bluegrass Sports Nation bringing you coverage of the Bobcats and the Briar Jumpers here in the first district matchup. Tripp stacked to the left. Holland waiting on the snap. He'll take it. Low snap, rolls out to the right, got a man out there, and he's going to be sacked. Just could not get rid of it in time. So third sack of the night by Somerset. And that'll be a turnover on downs for the Bobcats. The Briar Jumpers will come out and take over from the 11-yard line.
They lined up in that bunch on the left, and they were looking to get some yards after the catch on that outside, but it just couldn't get that throw off in time.
Well, the defense got there quicker than the play developed, Brad, and sometimes that's we were up here talking during the commercial break. We were looking for a screenplay, and just like you said, that bunch or that stacked set of receivers very easily get a block from a couple guys and try to spring somebody free for the 6 yards. Bobcats unsuccessful on the defense back on the field. We'll see what Bruner and the Briar Jumpers have with two receivers to the right. He rolls out. He's going to give to Hughes in the backfield, and Hughes going to be chased down at the 21-yard line by Braden Barnett.
Well, great effort by the Bobcat defense to shoot through the line and get Hughes.
Alex Strong made a big play right there, shooting up that gap perfectly.
Slowed down Hughes enough for Braden Barnett to come in and clean up the tackle.
Second down.
Up to the 22-yard line. Second and 10. Briar Jumpers come out. One receiver each side. Runner back at quarterback with Hughes back to his left. Going to give to Hughes up inside. Makes a cut back through that initial line of scrimmage. Brought down another tackle made by Braden Barnett up around the 30-yard line.
So far, it seems that the Briar Jumper offense likes the run, likes the inside zone run up the middle.
Well, it is an inside zone, and it doesn't take long to see why the offense runs through Mr. Hughes. Briar Jumpers trying to draw the defense off sides.
Nearly got one of the Bobcat defenders.
Jump staying disciplined.
Alex Strong showing blitz. Another play up inside. It's going to be Hughes. Hughes gets by one defender. Going to be rode out of bounds at about the 39-yard line.
Hughes showing his patience on that play, being able to stop and read the hold and hit it really well for People's Bank of Jackson first down.
Able to get by a couple defenders that time. So he's a good hard running back. He doesn't. You made a good point. He doesn't show a lot of speed early, but he's very patient. Waits for the alley. Waits for the hole to open. But he has a burst when he comes out of there. With 8:26 on the clock, your score is still 7-0. Somerset in the lead, and the first down from the 40-yard line for Somerset. Two receivers to the right. Bad snap. Ball is down. And Bruner able to jump on it. He's got a fall on it back at the 20. So big loss of yards.
Huge loss of momentum early on. I mean,
wow.
Just big miscue puts the Bobcats in a good defensive position in Somerset side of the field.
So the ball going to be spotted back at the 24. And just a big loss of yards. With 7:58 on the clock here in the second quarter. Somerset got to come back out and go to work. The zip code changed a lot in one play with a low snap.
Yeah, 16-yard loss in the play, as the scoreboard says.
Trips to the right. Bruner going to roll to the right. Looking down the field. Going to go across the middle. Sacked. Brought down by Alex Strong at around the 10-yard line. So a huge defensive play by Alex Strong. Young man comes in to play some inside linebacker, making the most of his minutes.
The Bobcat defense is on fire right now.
For the first time playing inside linebacker, Alex Strong is definitely making a showing tonight.
Third down.
Yeah.
7:18 on the clock. 3rd and 35 for Somerset. Ball now on the 15-yard line. The secondary has got to be ready.
Yep. I'd expect maybe something a little short near the middle of the field to try to get a little extra yards, make a shorter punt.
Bruner rolls, throws, ball drops. Ball was intended for, that was Andrew Lawson on the incomplete pass, and it'll be 4th and 35, and Somerset will come out and have to punt here in the second quarter. 6:52 on the clock. So to me, that was a very surprising offensive set by the Briar Jumpers.
Yeah, well, that miscue from the snap really killed their momentum. I mean, they were driving the ball good, but then this snap that rolls yards just kills their momentum.
Give us some insight from a lineman point of view. What does that do for your confidence? How easy is that for you to get that out of your mind?
Well, as an ex-center that had a few bad snaps, it really rattles you a little bit.
Good punt. Ball's going to fall at the 45, take a bounce, still rolling over into Bobcat territory, and it'll be down around the 37-yard line. So Bobcats with good field position to take over here in the second quarter.
Even with the good starting field position, that was a heck of a punt by Somerset right there.
And after that punt, they'll bring Peoples, Bank of Jackson, first down for the Bobcats. Let's see if they can get the ball rolling this drive and get some points on the board. So far, they've had 2 offensive drives that have stalled out, one that stalled out the red zone.
Well, that was evident. One of our problems last week, it was the turnovers that killed us. We got to have some better execution up front, and we talked about some inexperience and some things that comes with a team that is youthful. But, they're going to clean that up, and this is going to be a team to watch going forward. Give to Gibson inside. He gets past that initial line of scrimmage up to about the 45-yard line.
Good, powerful run, way to hit the hole.
Yeah, you said it. Powerful run by Jaden that time.
We said it all night. Jaden Gibson's a really powerful runner, and he'll run it right up the hole and get about 4 or 5 yards per carry.
Bobcats come back out, get set. Holland rolls to the left, looking, going to go across the middle. And it's caught by Austin Sperry. Looked like the defender was all over that one.
Great contested catch by Sperry. He just looked like he ripped it out of the defender's hands.
That'll move the chains.
That's a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats.
From up here, that could have looked like that could have went either way. That could have been incompletion, pick, or completion, and the Bobcats just got the lucky end of that.
For the Bobcat faithful, they're happy it's a first down.
Good heads-up play by Austin Sperry. All on the 46-yard line. Quick throw across the middle. That one's taken away, intercepted by one of the big guys. Holland, the only one back here trying to make the tackle. And the big man going to go.
That's
the Briar Jumpers.
That's a family pharmacy pick 6 for the Briar Jumpers. Just a misread by Miles Holland. Something you really don't see much from a freshman.
So the Briar Jumpers score with 5:43 on the clock on a pick 6. One of the big guys up front able to roll into the end zone. Miles Holland trying to make the tackle that time. Big guy with a lot of momentum, unable to bring him down, and he'll get into the end zone for the score. That'll make it 13-0 as Anderson Rubel will come back on to attempt the extra point for the Briar Jumpers. Kick is up, and it's good. That'll make their score 14-0 with 5:43 on the clock. We will be back after this message on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
All right, folks, we're back. 5:43 on the clock here in the second quarter. The Briar Jumpers go up 14-0 on a pick 6. We made mention of that early on, Evan Miller, that you for Somerset, one of the keys to be successful was to put some pressure on Miles Holland at quarterback. Miles, a very intelligent, very high football IQ, but with him being a freshman, you would like to think that that's one of the keys the Somerset defense had to talk about all week.
I mean, definitely. And as we discussed on the commercial break, we weren't sure if that guy was showing blitz or what happened, and if you just didn't see him. But he looked like he's got a little yippy in the pocket and just want to get rid of the ball.
Well, short pooch kick is going to fall into the hands of Wyatt Spencer, and he's going to cover that one up. And the Bobcats will take over after the kick at the 41-yard line, and ball sitting close to the left hash.
It's People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats, and they're hoping to put together a cohesive drive this time. They've had one drive stall in the red zone, a pick, and a punt. Not in the order they happened, but still.
Pitch over to Thomas. Thomas dances in the backfield, can't get out of there, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Looks like a loss of at least a yard.
For the Bobcats, you can't let that one play dictate the rest of this game. They got to pick their heads up and keep going.
Loss of 2 on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Bobcats.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. Second down.
5:20 on the clock here before the half. 14-0 your score. Somerset over the Bobcats. Offense comes out and goes to work. Carson Miller gets set. Ready for the snap. Back to Holland. He's going to be flushed out of there. He's rolling to his right, making a call to come back for the pass. Looking down the field, he's going to throw it. And it's caught, but it's out of bounds. Actually falls incomplete. Barker made a good move on it. And as he tried to make the catch, he went out of bounds and ended up dropping the pass. So it'll fall incomplete anyway. 3rd and 12 for the Bobcats from the 39-yard line.
Another close one for the Bobcats. I mean, that was almost another pick. Right now you're thinking maybe Miles should maybe get a few more shorter passes, get a few yards that way, or just hand the ball off a few times, regain that confidence a little bit, you know?
Well, he got flushed out of there again. Had a lot of defenders coming, and he was calling for his receivers to come back and help him. A good, smart play. He was able to make the throw. You know, like you said, maybe a little quick and had to get it out of there, but he was being flushed out of the pocket. So good pressure by the defense. And I did not see what the penalty was. But it's going to move the ball back to about the 34, looks like the 33-yard line.
Looks like the white hat may have signaled a personal foul on the Bobcats.
I didn't see the call.
It's only a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, it's just a 5-yard penalty. So
but loss of down as well. I'm not sure.
Could have been intentional grounding because he might have been past the line of scrimmage when he threw that ball.
Possibly. Out of the pocket, though.
3rd and 17.
Not intentional grounding.
Illegal forward pass.
Yeah.
Illegal forward pass. Holland. 2 receivers each side.
Just a comment real quick on that. It also comes with a little inexperience. You know, maybe he was just looking to get rid of the ball and he didn't know where the line of scrimmage was.
He'll take the snap. Fake to Gibson. Being flushed out of there again. Looking down the field. Throws short to Gibson. Gibson tackled immediately at the 35-yard line.
The Somerset defense is getting great pressure right now. It looked like number 4 had a straight path to Miles on that play.
So the offense will switch out with the punt team. Braxton Terry will come onto the field to punt this one away. Ball yard line. 4:28 on the clock before the half.
A lot of the Bobcats still running a whole lot of deep routes. With all this pressure on Miles, though, he's not got time.
Yeah, those deep routes take a long time to develop, and when the pass rush is doing as good as they are, it's going to be very difficult for Miles to get those balls off successfully.
Clock ticking down to 4:09 now. Snap back to Terry. Terry puts the boot to it. Good punt. Going to sail back to the 30 and be handled by Hughes. Hughes going to go out of bounds at around the 36, 37-yard line for Somerset.
That brings up a Peoples Banker Jackson first down for the Briar Jump. Try to return. Robbie got it.
They just had it's a successful reception by Hughes. He's able to bring the ball up the field. It's going to be spotted around the 37-yard line on the left hash. Somerset looking to continue that success here in the first half. You've got to think that Coach Clevenger is going to be happy to manage the clock and give the ball to Hughes and let him eat up some yards and some time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was just testing you, Rob.
I knew that. See.
Yeah, with only 4 minutes left, you would think that will be what they do.
You're just trying to give me a good lead in. Now Bruner going to keep it across the 50 up to the 45. Big pickup by the quarterback.
A Peoples Banker Jackson first down. That play as the quarterback keeps the ball and gets a great run on the Bobcats as they expect Hughes to get the ball, as you were saying, Rob.
So Somerset able to get it into the Bobcat territory. Ball spotted at 45-yard line, midfield, 3:45 on the clock. 14-0 your score. Somerset offense comes back out and goes to work. Bruner in the backfield with Hughes to his left. 1 receiver each side for the Briar Jumpers. Going to give to Hughes. Hughes inside, back past that first line, and still on his feet. Going to finally be brought down at the 20-yard line by Austin Sperry.
Peoples Bank of Jackson first down for Hughes and a little more after that play.
Yeah, a lot more. Big pickup. Got the first down and kept moving.
It's a 25-yard game.
Great push by Hughes. He's showing his explosiveness on his feet now, as he has for the last few drives. They're really picking up where they left off on the drive before the the low snap.
Same set, 1 receiver each side. Hughes just to the left of Bruner. Bruner waits, gives to Hughes. Once again, Hughes makes a man miss. Going to be brought down by the second defensive Bobcat defensive player.
Strong.
And probably a pickup of 4 or 5 yards, I would think. Looks like 4.
And about 3 yards in the play. Second down.
2nd and 7, so they'll give him 3 yards. I was being a little generous to him there.
Have our homecoming
Bruner
festivities coming up.
will come into the huddle to call the play. 2:38 on the clock. Somerset up 14-0. Same set again. This time Hughes going to be just to the right of Bruner. One receiver each side for the Briar Jumpers. Man goes in motion. Pitch to him on a little jet sweep. And tackled early behind the line of scrimmage by Barker. A good read that time by the secondary and the defense of Breathitt.
Yeah, that's a great job containing for the Bobcats. That's something they've kind of struggled with all year, and that just show that Somerset's not ran on the outside a lot this game, but showing that are able to contain and do it successfully. That's a great sign for the Bobcat defense.
That little jet sweep didn't get anywhere. Good read that time by Barker. 1:53 on the clock. 14-0 your score. 3rd and 12 for Somerset. They'll come out and go back to work. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. We get a whistle. We're going to be a timeout on the Briar Jumpers bench. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back after this message.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
All right, folks, we are back here from W.M. Clark Field in Somerset, Kentucky, where the big district matchup between what a lot of people are thinking would be 1 and 2 in the district just now starting. The Bobcats, have to face Leslie County 2 after this. So 3 really good teams here in this district that usually make up that 1, 2, and 3 trio. So the Bobcats will come back out defensively and try to stop the Briar Jumpers here late in the first half. Trips to the left. Bruner getting set. Takes the snap, sets back in the pocket, looking to the end zone. Flushed out there by Terry, thrown short to Hughes. Makes a man miss, loses his footing, and will go down right around the 13-yard line, I believe. You'll say the 12-yard line. Looked like he was going to turn the corner. Made one man miss. Terry was flushing Bruner out of there, had to make the throw. And Hughes with the reception, able to get it up the field. It'll bring up 4th down for the Briar Jumpers. Looks like 4th and about 2 yards.
Hughes showing his versatility all game. If he can't get anything on the run, he'll get something in the pass.
4th down and 2.
.134 on the clock. 1 receiver each side for Somerset. Give inside to Hughes. Hughes. Ball comes out. Ball comes out. Picked up by the Bobcats. Got to get it out of the end zone. Thomas makes the turn. And he can't get out of the end zone with it. And
looks like a touchback.
Officials are rolling a touchback.
Touchback.
Wow. The ball came out of Hughes at around the 3 or 4 yard line.
Looks like the officials were saying the ball may have been recovered in the end zone and ruling it as safety.
No, they're saying a touchback. The fans,
touchback.
The fans are wanting a safety, but the referee is calling it a touchback. So
Brain got a little scrambled there. The fans in front of us calling for a safety.
The ball will move. Very unlikely that Hughes would lose the football. You hear more about his positive offensive effects than you do a fumble. But that time the ball comes out on Hughes, and the Bobcats able to recover, dodging a bullet. Brad, that's got to be big going forward with just a minute and 20.
That has to build a lot of momentum. Stop them inside the 5 yard line.
Yeah. Big boost for the momentum of the Bobcats. They come out showing 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 1 back to each side of Holland right now. We're trying to get the line judge set. 1:22 on the clock. You got to think Coach Moore and Miles may be going to looking to go deep.
Bobcats still have 2 timeouts left too.
Holland in the pocket. He rolls out to his left. He's got time looking down the field. Throws across the middle. Got a man open. John Carter Holland tries to make a man miss. He's brought down around the 29, maybe up to the 30-yard line for the Bobcats.
It looks like they're signaling for a People's Bank of Jackson first down for John Carter on that play.
That'll move the chains for the Bobcats up to the 30.
A good little short pitch and toss to reestablish that confidence I mentioned earlier for the quarterback.
2 receivers each side now for the Cats. Holland takes a snap, rolls to his left again. Throws over to the sideline. John Carter Holland caught, tackled out of bounds, pickup of about 8 or 9 yards on the catch. So another good little pass from Holland to Holland.
Momentum continues. Let's see how they keep responding.
Less than a minute here in the first half, 56 seconds to go. 2nd and 1 for the Bobcats. Ball on the 39-yard line. Trips to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Holland sits back, looking to his right. He's going to run up in there. No flag. I thought maybe we had a face mask. No flag on the play. The arm was up above the shoulder pad and right around Miles Holland's neck. There's no flag. It'll bring up 47 seconds on the clock, and they'll say 3rd down and about. To Gibson. Gibson up to the 40-yard line, probably a pickup of a 1st down. So with 40 seconds on the clock.
Looks like they might be rolling Gibson. Sure. Jaden Gibson and the Bobcats.
All right, folks, apologize for that. We got unplugged out in the press box area, but back on live now. You didn't miss a whole lot as it was during a timeout. And we got a whistle, looks like an offsides on the Bobcats.
False start by the Bobcats.
So a quick turnaround thanks to our executive producer, Matt Hudson. Got somebody jerked the power cord out from under us up in the press box, but we're back on the air. 25 seconds left here in the first half. 14-0 your score. Bobcats trying to get something going offensively. Dodged a big bullet there as Hughes coughed it up, and Holland goes back to work on 1st and 15. Screen pass over to John Carter Holland. And it's going to be defended really well by the Briar Jumpers defense.
Yeah. So far on this drive, the Holland connection has worked really well. On this play, not so much.
Well, that time it's going to be tackled for a loss. It'll bring up 2nd or 3rd and long for the Bobcats. And it looks like we got another timeout called, I believe, on the field. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this commercial.
At HCTC, we've got
the Bobcats have not been able to convert and capitalize on it. Holland sits back looking long. He's going to be chased out of there, trying to get rid of it, and he gets away from the shoestring tackle, throws across the middle of the field, intended for John Carter Holland, will be over his head, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th and 15 with 3 seconds still on the clock for the Bobcats.
Good protection on that play. Miles had a lot of time. It's just the coverage was so good.
Yeah.
Them DBs were on the quarterbacks like crazy.
They're playing really soft. They know that there's hardly any time left. Just playing prevent. Keep everything underneath you.
I like this defensive analyst we have out of Bradley Hall. It helps me out, gives me a breather. 2 receivers each side for the Bobcats. 1 back just to the right of Holland. Holland will wait on the snap. He'll take it. He'll ride Gibson up inside. Gibson going to drive forward up to about the 39-yard line, and that will run the clock out here in the first half. Your first half score, 14-0 with Somerset Briar Jumpers ahead of the Bobcats of Breathitt High. We'll take a commercial break on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back after this message.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Hey, Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown...
BC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
Made in America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughn Bassett furniture, it means value. And Kemper recognizes that. That's why they've dedicated an entire gallery to Vaughn Bassett. Made in America. See the quality. And now, see the price.
Come see your favorite Kemper store in Hazard, London, or Somerset.
SEC Auto Sales, located at 1557 Highway 15 South in Jackson, is the fastest growing pre-owned dealership in the area. Whether you're looking for a used or new-to-you vehicle, SEC has you covered. Think you can't get finance? Well, think again. They have the best interest rates available, serving all of Eastern Kentucky. Let them show you an easy buying experience. Come on down and see Jeff, Dwayne, and the rest of the gang. Call 606-272-6888 or visit them online at secautosales.com.
Wolf County Tourism. Wolf County is naturally gorgeous. Come see all that Wolf County has to offer. Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic for all your medical needs. Open 7 days a week with new extended hours. With a hometown atmosphere, our family is sure to take care of yours. Go Time and Steak and Shake. Refresh, refill, and refuel at Go Time. 8 locations to keep you on the go. And Steak and Shake in Hazard, famous for steak burgers and great milkshakes. Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. Jackson Physical Therapy. Colby Watts is your physical therapist. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Thanks to Colby for helping the Bobcats. High school football fans, we are back on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Got about 14 minutes left here in a long halftime show at the W.M. Clark Field in Somerset, Kentucky. It is homecoming here for the Briar Jumpers, and we are right in the midst of the announcing of 9 wonderful candidates here for Somerset, as they will announce their homecoming queen tonight. Homecoming game featuring the Bobcats and Briar Jumpers. Briar Jumpers up 14-0 over the Bobcats. It's a hard-fought first half, and Matt Hudson made the comment. Matt, you made the comment just a minute ago during our first break during the halftime session that this game is actually just a couple plays away from being 14-0.
Yeah, if you think both sides, there's just a couple plays that this game could have gone either way.
Yeah.
If Hughes would not have fumbled down here, it might have been 21-0. But then the Bobcats came all the way down here, just one bad offensive play away. It's fumbled, not fumbled, but didn't convert the red zone down here. I mean, both teams have played good offense. Somerset's just been able to get it in the end zone.
Well, Somerset, in my thought process, is a high-powered offense, even though it is contained to Bruner and Hughes mainly. You know, they've thrown the ball around the field a little bit, but most of that offense and the majority of their yards comes from Bruner and from Chris Hughes. A lot of you Breathitt fans may recognize that name Hughes as last year Cam Hughes was on the field. That is Chris's older brother. Chris was also on the field as a receiver last year, but they've moved him into the backfield, and the young man doing an excellent job here tonight. You know, really only one real mistake or mess up on Chris Hughes' part, as they were deep in Breathitt red zone territory, knocking on the end zone, and Hughes coughs it up at the 5-yard line. Eli Thomas able to recover it. He didn't come out of there with it. It was ruled a touchback, and the Bobcats took over from the 20-yard line. Their offense was unsuccessful at executing at that point, and that brought us to the halftime ceremonies here in the end of the first half. Bobcats playing pretty tough. I like their grit. I don't think that they've given up anything that's not correctable. I think we can go back to the drawing board in halftime, and we can correct and we can adjust some of the things that happened to us as far as when you look at Somerset's offense. We just have to make some adjustments. On our offensive side of things, I think we need to tighten up the splits a little bit on the offensive line. I think we need to get a little meaner, and I think we need to get a little tougher and, you know, work on holding those blocks a little longer. At this point in time, thinking from an offensive lineman or an offensive coaching side of things, Matt, I would almost take a holding penalty, because you know that one of those guys is tied up with somebody. Even if he gets that holding penalty, you know he's tied up and he's keeping his block.
Yeah, and Breathitt did make a little bit of adjustment there. You notice they started rolling Miles out.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get him away from the strong side, getting him out of the pocket, trying to get him some more time and more room to work with. So they made that adjustment. The Somerset pursuit is just, I mean, they're quick. They're coming off that edge, and they're just free range right to the quarterback.
Folks, we still got about 10 minutes and 58 seconds here on the clock during this halftime session. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll go to commercial. We'll be back after this message. We'll come back with a little bit more halftime analysis before we start the second half here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head to head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Wolfe County is widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Franks, Dixie Freeze, E Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department, and be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, and stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, if you're injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation, no referral needed, over 22 years of experience. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Beattyville. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable, and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated, and we have pre-need policies available. We treat your family like our family when only the best will do. YPK Motorsports with 4 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville, and Ashland. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department, and be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, and stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, if you're injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation, no referral needed, over 22 years of experience. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Beattyville. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable, and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated, and we have pre-need policies available. We treat your family like our family when only the best will do. YPK Motorsports with 4 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville, and Ashland. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. 4:52 on the clock as the time winds down here in the intermission at W.M. Clark Field, Somerset, Kentucky. Briar Jumpers up 14-0 over the Bobcats here on homecoming night. We've got a huge crowd here to take part in the festivities tonight. A lot of them out on the track right now talking with homecoming candidates and so forth. And we're live on the air. Say hello, Bradley Hall.
Hey,
that was a good high. That was a good one.
Yeah. Well, go back talking to the game. The Somerset offense has shown, well, Somerset in general has been really dominant this game. But the defense would not really be dominant if Breathitt got those breaks they're looking for. They've been really close to a few big plays. There's just a few miscues by their own selves and really good defensive play calling by Somerset, stopping those big plays.
You bring up some good points, and you weren't here for the commentary that Matt and myself had, but basically you just summarized every bit of that, and you didn't even know what we talked about.
You gave me the spark notes on this. So I could have known. I didn't do the required reading.
We're just a few plays away. Somerset's one play away from being 21-0, but the Bobcats are just a few miscues away from having this tied up at 14-all. And Matt and myself talked about that while you guys were out. But I think the Bobcats have done a good job of containing that score because Bruner and Hughes are two athletes that once they get going and they get a little momentum, look out. I really feel like if Hughes really got going, he could break out a 150, 160-yard night on anybody at any point in time because he's able to get free. He's able to get through that initial line of scrimmage and make some cuts.
Last week, too, the Bobcat defense really opened up strong against Letcher County until later on where they maybe got a little tired and got bigger plays on it. And like you're saying, if the Bobcat offense did get those big plays, they would have been in that game too, the same way they would have been in this game. But looking in the present now, all the Bobcats have to do is get those big plays. As me and Brad discussed during halftime, is maybe they should look for that shorter pass a little more often. Maybe they should run the ball because right now they're going too deep, too often. And that really closes down your play calling if you keep doing that.
Well, if you think back in this year's history of games, I don't have an exact number, but I mean, we run the screenplay a lot. 4, 5, 6 times a game, and to the best of my knowledge, we've only witnessed it once here tonight.
Yeah, it's something that's really evident in our first scrimmage at home. I think against Estill, Miles really liked to dump the ball out there to Thomas.
Yeah,
and it's like what we were saying when they were in the red zone. We were looking for a running back screen, just a little quick pass, get him in the end zone. So maybe if they look away from the deeper play and maybe hit a little shorter, they have a little bit more success.
You're right because Somerset is playing really soft defensive coverage right now. They're lining their corners 9 and 10 yards deep. And Breathitt has a great chance to respond right now because they chose to defer. They get the ball to start with. If you can respond by scoring a stop, this is a completely different ballgame this second half.
Well, I like the odds going into the second half. It's a very manageable score. It's 14-0. The Bobcats with enough offensive weapons to definitely come out, bring this one in close and have a chance of tying it back up here in the third quarter. We got about 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. Both teams out doing their warm-ups. People starting to move away from the sideline here in the homecoming festivities. Folks, we'll take another quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Glad you guys are here with us. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. We couldn't do it without our fans. We appreciate you guys tuning in here on BSN. We'll be back after another commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5503.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Folks, I want to say special thanks to our executive producer. It's a hard job dealing with all three of us guys up here in the booth. We get a little unruly, especially before the game. And I just want to make note, tonight we have, we usually have end zone cameras and sideline cameras and game cameras. And tonight, yes, we have the beard cam. We have the beard cam. It is live and in living color, the beard cam. Appreciate Matt for putting us on the air. We don't usually get to do that, but it's much appreciated. I don't know what the folks at home think about it, but we love it. Thanks to Matt for getting us on the air. Got about 2 minutes left here in the warm-up period during the halftime. We've talked a lot about the things that were going on in the first half and summarized a lot of that first half action. Going into the second half, from a defensive I'm going to put both you guys on the spot. From a defensive standpoint, Bradley Hall, what do you do if you're the Bobcats?
Just keep up what you're doing. The first quarter, you did really good against the run. The second quarter, you did better against the pass. Just put those two together, complete it for a half, and you're looking at a shutout possibly in the second half. Because truly, you've only let up one score.
Yeah.
Given the pick six. So this is probably the best the Bobcats have played defensively all year. And if they can keep this up and then make some minor improvements, they could easily win this ball game.
So from an offensive standpoint, Evan Miller, what do you do if you're Coach Clevenger and Somerset? The Bobcats going to come out gunning. Defensively, what do you do to keep this score or maybe stretch it out?
Well, offensively, because you said defensively, offensively, just keep giving the ball to Hughes. I mean, he's doing enough to where if he gets keeping those 10-yard gains on the inside zone, kill more clock, keep the Bobcats away from getting those shots, put a few more run touchdowns up on the board. I mean, I think stats say that Hughes has 8 rushing touchdowns scored. Throw another 2 up there. Kill more clock. Run the ball.
Yeah, that's
as an ex-offensive lineman, I will be the first to tell you, run the ball.
That's what I was thinking. If I'm Coach Clevenger, I'm going to find somebody, and not necessarily Hughes every play. We watched Bruner on a QB keep.
Yep.
Pick up a lot of yards. The only other person that we've had in the backfield for Somerset, I believe, was Gulag.
Yep.
And he was back there and went into motion when when Hughes was out at a receiver. So.
And that is a good point you bring up, because they did gas the Bobcats for about 25-yard run, Matt.
Quarterback keeper right up the middle.
On an option play, it looked like, because he just pulled the ball and kept it. So
I feel like Hughes' former life as a wide receiver has given the Briar Jumpers so much versatility. They can push him out to the slot. They can push him out to wide receiver. He is seems like the premier athlete this year, and they have so many options on how to get him the ball.
The wise words from our executive producer, Matthew Hudson.
So as the clock winds down on intermission, we're under 15 seconds now. The Somerset Briar Jumpers will come out with a kickoff team. And the Bobcats in the third quarter will open up on offense. They'll bring out the return team. Back deep for the return will be John Carter Holland and Eli Thomas.
Now, Rob, the callback earlier for the first kickoff, we noted that it was out of character for the Bobcats to defer. But right now it's working out for them. It's just 14-0. You come out strong here, break off one of those big plays like we were talking about. It's a half. It's you cut the lead down to half. Quick little squib kick to the Jason Tolson. He gets a few more yards than he would have if he just took the ball down where he got it.
Shout out to Justin Combs. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate that kind of comment. Ball up to the 45. 11:57 on the clock. We will start out the third quarter. First down, ball up to the 45-yard line in the middle of the field for the Cats. So offensively, Braxton Terry coming onto the field. One receiver each side. Terry will come in at the tight end. Actually going to walk it out as a slot receiver.
Really interesting, but the big guy at the slot receiver.
Holland waits on the snap. He'll turn. Give it to Thomas. Thomas gets around the left side, still on his feet. Going to be tackled after a pickup of about 2 yards, maybe 3. Good forward progression for Thomas as he got past that left tackle. around that end, and he's going to move the ball up to the 49-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Bobcats.
I would like to say it's a nice little power run from Thomas. You usually don't see that from him. He's more of a hit it on the outside guy, but that's a good little 4-yard gain from Thomas.
Stayed on his feet, kept his legs moving. Offense now with another big shake-up.
Ooh, big eye candy for the
defense. I like that. Little misdirection. Going to give to Thomas around that left side. Oh, another high tackle, no flag.
Looks like he made it back to the line of scrimmage on that play. Really interesting start to the play. This is not a good finish.
On the play. 3rd down.
You know, Somerset didn't really shift anybody to adjust to that motion by the offense. I mean, stay disciplined all around. And I guess that was one of their halftime keys after seeing it once in the first half.
So 3rd down and 7 with 10:50 on the clock. Cats working from the 49-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Holland waiting on the call from the sideline. Two receivers to the right. Running back sets up shop just to the right of Holland. Holland steps back, quick throw over to John Carter. Caught at the 45, makes a turn to the 40, ran out of bounds.
That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down from John Carter. Good little catch. A good little pitch and toss from Holland to Holland. A good little run after.
I like that throw. It was a quick throw, a quick drop by Holland, and he got it out of there fast. He was looking for John Carter.
A really good route from John Carter.
It really was. That was a clean, nice executed play by the Bobcats.
This is what me and Evan were talking about during halftime. Somerset's playing deep, playing their corners and safeties deep, and they're taking advantage of the flats that are open.
You have to make them respect the short passes before you can go for the longer ones.
10:24 on the clock. Two receivers to the right, one to the far side. Here goes a big change by the offense again. Overload to the left as we go back to set. Give to Thomas. I like it. He's got some room to run. Still on his feet. Fighting to get to the 30-yard line. Wow. A nice change up on the offense as they line up to get set. And actually, Braxton Terry ends up from tight end going all the way to being the guard on that side as we go overload left. And Thomas, with plenty of blockers on that side, picks up some good yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 with 9:55 on the clock.
Usually a comment we give to Gibson, but Eli had a really good, powerful run just then.
Holland trying to get it out of there is going to be sacked in the backfield. And we got a flag thrown.
Looks like we may get a roughing the passer on the Briar Jumpers.
Well, I didn't hear the whistle, and I thought maybe they quit playing on the whistle, but the flag's going to come in direction, and the only player in that mix was Holland. So you would think that it would go against one of those Somerset players getting a warning right now by the white hat at midfield. It's probably going to be a personal against Somerset.
Maybe he said something or threw a hand in where he shouldn't have.
Yeah, face mask.
I thought about that. I mean,
yeah. He had him wrapped up high, so it's risk thinking a hand may got in there on trying to bring down Holland. So,
well, Holland stayed on his feet, and there were 3 or 4 defenders trying to bring him down, and somebody got up high. You know, I wanted to mention a minute ago that there had been a couple times that the Briar Jumpers had tried to make that tackle above the shoulder pads, and that's something in a technique that you don't want to do because it runs the risk of getting a face mask, and there we see it.
It gives the Bobcats a People's Bank of Jackson first down on that penalty.
Quick throw from Holland over to Sperry. Sperry going to catch it. He'll be out of bounds up close to the 15-yard line. Let's say he goes out around probably around the 16.
Once again, that quick pass to the flat showing success.
So the Bobcats able to make something happen here in this offensive drive coming out from the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the right, Terry and Holland. Gibson just to the left. And Thomas to the left of Holland. He'll put John Carter in motion and bring him into the backfield. And they'll turn, give it to John Carter. John Carter around that left side, still on his feet. Looks like he's going to pick up the first down.
It's a People's Bank of Jackson first down for John Carter Holland. As we see him in position, he really hasn't played much. I know at the end of Last year, I think we may put him in the bones a few times as the running back.
So yard line, they'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 12. So the Bobcats threatening deep in the red zone in Briar Jumper territory. Holland puts a man in motion, and it'll be Thomas. They'll give to Thomas, tries to stiff arm, get around the corner, and he's going to be brought down. And we got another flag coming in.
Looks like it might be a horse collar tackle, or I would assume a horse collar tackle on the Somerset defense, just by the way Eli was brought down.
Flag down.
So White Hat and the line judge having a discussion with Coach Clevenger here on the sideline. I think it.
I believe it might have been a sideline.
I think it was just
I've seen him trying to.
He gave the sideline
the Somerset players to back up a little bit.
Yeah. So a sideline warning given to Somerset. 2nd and 12. Ball now on the 14-yard line.
You know, just from looking at the formation, they look a little bunched up. I think they might get the ball, do a little inside zone with Gibson this play. Get that 4 yards. He's 3 seconds. Forward.
Yeah. Going to have to get the ball off. Timeout or delay game one. They'll take a timeout on the Breathitt County sideline. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this commercial.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game, your teammates, a victory. What keeps you going? Your love for the game, your teammates, a victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for it's caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
All right, folks, we are back trying to get some scoring updates here. 28-7, looks like East Carter ahead at the half. Just an update there from Dorn Howard. Want to give him a shout out. He always keeps me in tune. I don't know right off the top of my head. He just told me East was ahead. So his grandson plays for East. Give him a shout out. 8 minutes left on the clock here in the third.
The Wildcat.
Yeah, Wildcat to Gibson. Gibson up inside. He drives it forward up to about the 9-yard line.
I'll stand by. That was my prediction. Quick little 4-yard gash by Gibson.
So looked like John Carter was the only receiver on this side, and he stepped back and showed a little screen trying to throw off the defense. Gibson able to gut it up inside. He'll drive it up to about the 10-yard line.
Wouldn't that be an interesting play call? A screen pass
play
from Gibson to
Holland.
Switch up a little Holland to Holland relationship we know.
So Sperry's going to split out wide and be the receiver on this side. 2 receivers to the left. And they're going to give it to Gibson. Gibson around that left side, still on his feet, going to be brought down. Gibson's trying to make the move, be brought down around the 7, maybe the 6. See where they spot it.
Looks like they only gave him a yard on that play. Make it 4th and 5.
Fourth down. I thought he was a little farther than that, but we won't argue with the guys in stripes. 7 minutes on the clock, 14-0 your score here in the third quarter. Bobcats threatening again deep in Somerset territory.
A name we haven't called much on offense tonight. Braden Barnett's in the backfield for the Bobcats, as Eli Thomas then motions in the backfield as well.
I love the way that Braden runs. He comes in and lowers the shoulder and does a lot of work when he's in there. He's good blocking back too. We'll see what they do with him. Holland going to be flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right, looking, motioning, going to throw into the end zone, and it's caught by Braxton Terry.
Hold up, we have a holding call on the
And
Bobcats.
We got a holding call on the Cats.
Takes away what would have been a big score for the Bobcats.
Had a max protection back there. He had 2 running backs blocking on that play.
Nice play across the middle as Braxton comes through the end zone, catches the pass, but it'll be negated with the penalty. Just a mental mistake that time for the Bobcats, and so many times we've talked about turnovers and mental mistakes. We got to clean up those issues and those problems, and the Bobcats now will be sitting back around the 19-yard line.
This makes this play a lot harder for the Bobcats. 4th and 16.
Actually, if you want to throw the ball, it just gives you a little bit more room. Let's see what happens.
Cushion, but Briar Jumper defense playing great deep tonight.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the far side of the field, 1 back each side of Holland. Sits back, looks across the middle, throws. He's got Sperry back there. It's knocked loose and picked off by Hughes. Hughes up the sideline in front of the Briar Jumpers. 1 man missed and finally brought down by Eli Thomas at the 45-yard line. So once again, the Bobcats in scoring position put the ball in the end zone to Terry. It's brought back with a penalty. And on the next play, pass intended to the end zone for Sperry, picked off by Hughes and brought out of there. And Chris Hughes going to bring it back to the 45-yard line in Bobcat territory.
The Briar Jumpers get a People's Bank of Jackson first down with that gut punch to the Breathitt offense. Sperry was so close to making a play on that ball, but just got tipped up, and Hughes made the play.
Hughes able to take that one away as, like you said, it was tipped. It looked like Sperry had it. And this time the Briar Jumper is going to show 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hughes in the backfield beside Bruner. Bruner puts a man in motion. He'll call for the snap.
Inside zone.
Sits back, quick throw across the middle. Got a man back there, caught, still on his feet. Still on his feet as the tackle is unsuccessful. And he's going to cut back across to the middle of the field, and there's the Briar Jumpers' 3rd score of the night.
That is a family pharmacy touchdown to number 6, Corbin Kamala.
Touchdown completion.
So
I said something similar last week. A great show of balance, just staying up from that tackle and running in for the touchdown.
Looked like he was down back around the 10-yard line, maybe the 15. I'm not for sure. Looked like he was down, able to come out of that tackle and get free and stay on his feet, and he cut it back to the middle of the field. And Samala able to get the score in on the pass play. Kick is up from Anderson Rubel, and is good. With 5:59 on the clock, that'll make your score 21-0 Somerset. So our Jumpers go in front by 3 scores. We'll take a quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be right back.
At HCTC, we've got you covered. While you focus on completing your certificate, diploma, or degree, our success coaches will connect you with financial information, tutoring, and so much more. Stay on your path to success at HCTC. Call today at 606-487-3293. We'll never underestimate you.
I tell you what, folks, I've said it 100 times. You guys miss the best commentary during commercial break. It seems like it doesn't matter who we have up here. We have a great time, and I sure appreciate having Bradley Hall, Evan Miller up here with me tonight.
Well, you're in great company, Rob.
We really are. I'm glad Matt Hudson's here to keep us in line. I don't know what we'd do without him.
It'd be chaos without our executive producer, wouldn't it, Rob?
It would. Quick kick from the Briar Jumpers going to be handled back here by Tolson. Tolson on his feet at the 45. And he's going to shake a few defenders up to the 50, now to the 45 in Briar Jumper territory as he's pushed out of bounds around the 35-yard line.
Jason put a few Somerset defenders on skates to get a really good return.
I thought he was going to go down there at first.
I did too.
Shook around and found a hole and just ran. It just kept going.
It was like it was delayed and it took a while to progress. But
tough run from Tolson. He's a tough kid and it's really hard to take down sometimes when he don't want to.
He kept picking up 5 yards at a time, seemed like.
Puts the Bobcats in great position. Let's see if they can finally find the end zone.
Great field position. Holland.
As that brings up a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats.
Takes a snap, quick screen pass over to John Carter's got a blocker out there. It's Barker, and he's going to be drug out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. We'll see if they mark it at the 29 or the 30. So John Carter with a quick little pickup.
At 29. Oh. Ooh, it's there at the 31.
31. Wow, it looked like he was past the 30 before he went out of bounds. 5:37 on the clock, 21-0. Bobcats trying to get on the scoreboard here in the third. Holland makes the play call. 2 receivers to each side now for the Bobcats. Holland sits back in the pocket, looks down the field, flushed out of there, thrown, and through the hands of Barker, incomplete.
Very close. Great protection on that play. Miles had enough time to read the field like a book, but
stepped up in that pocket well, too.
Just through the hands of Barker.
I just knew you were going to say he had enough time to read the paper.
Third down.
That's a great compliment to the offensive line for the quarterback to have that much time to go through his progressions and to look and see where the coverage is at, and to weigh his chances of making that completion.
Well, Rob, as an ex-offensive lineman myself, compliments don't come, and as yourself too, compliments don't come around much, so you got to give them when you get them.
That's right. 2 receivers each side for the Cats, 5:28 on the clock, 3rd and 6. Holland takes a snap, rolls to his right. He's got Gibson out of the blocking back. Quick throw intended for Barker, I believe. No, that was John Carter. Holland. Pass goes incomplete, so that'll bring up 4th and 6 with 5:23 on the clock.
4th and medium here. I'm curious what the Bobcats will draw up. I think, personally, I would go for a screen here. As Brad has said, their defense is playing pretty deep.
So the Bobcats will go into the huddle. Holland goes to the sideline to get the play call from Coach Moore. 5:23 on the clock, 21-0 your score here from Somerset. Briar Jumpers over the Bobcats on homecoming night right now. Bobcats trying to get on the scoreboard and keep this one close. Briar Jumpers with a little bit of momentum here in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers each side. Holland sits back in the pocket. He's going to be flushed out of there, and he's sacked. Didn't see the guy coming from behind. Holland takes a hard shot.
Holland's slow to get up after that play.
Well, that was a hard hit on the sack. 5:18 on the clock, 21-0.
Edge just came screaming around. After that sack, that brings up a People's Bank of Jackson 1st down for the Briar Jumpers. A really good play for the Briar Jumper defense. I just hope that Miles Holland's okay after that hit.
I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. He's over on the sideline. They'll check him out, make sure he's okay.
Came around from his blind side and just wiped him out.
And like you said, he came off the edge, and he came with some speed.
Came screaming.
Defense gets set. Offense on the field now. 1 receiver each side for Somerset. Brunner takes it, gives to Hughes up inside. Hughes, he's still on his feet and going to be brought down by a host of Bobcats. Looks like he'll probably pick up the 1st down.
Something the Bobcats have kind of struggled with all year is these yards after contact. They'll have a back wrapped up.
Yeah.
With short yardage or at the line of scrimmage and just can't finish with the tackle, and it allows these Somerset players to get extra yards after the contact and get these 1st downs like they've been getting.
After a powerful run from Chris Hughes, it's a People's Bank of Jackson 1st down for the Briar Jumpers.
Somerset comes out, 1 receiver each side. Hughes just to the right of Brunner. Brunner back in the shotgun. Takes a snap, give up inside to Hughes. Hughes rumbles past the first line of defenders and the linebackers, and another 1st down for...
Looks to be another People's Bank of Jackson 1st down for Chris Hughes. Like we were saying before break ended. They're just going to give the ball to Hughes and try to kill a lot of clock to give the Bobcats less time to try to come back in this game.
You think about trying to run out the clock with the running game, but Hughes is such an explosive running back that, he's got to be averaging 7-8 yards a carry.
It's almost too quick run clock.
Yeah. Same set, give to Hughes again up inside. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage this time and brought down by the Bobcat defense.
Use the ball carrier.
Waylon Abner. Looks like Sawyer Halls. Sawyer
he rotated in that play.
Looks like they're going with a heavier set to try to stop the run.
3:41 on the clock, 21-0. Briar Jumpers over into Bobcat territory. Ball on the 40-yard line at midfield. Brunner will come from the sideline with a play call into the huddle. Sawyer, I think, made a difference inside during that play.
They ran right at him right there.
Him and Abner able to make the stop on Hughes. Same set. And we got a whistle, and we'll get a timeout. Timeout on the field. Will be charged to Somerset. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after this message. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. And be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Hutch Automotive, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts. And stop and see them at Tire Works for all of your vehicle needs for the best price in town. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you're injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents, workers' compensation. No referral needed. Over 22 years of experience. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Batable. Be sure and shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Breathitt Funeral Home, where they believe everyone deserves an honorable, respectable, and affordable final farewell. Newly renovated, and we have pre-need policies available. We treat your family like our family when only the best will do. YPK Motorsports with 4 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, Paintsville, and Ashland. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Briar Jumpers and Bobcats back on the field after the timeout. 3:16 on the clock. One receiver each side. Hughes in the backfield, and a pass completed from Bruner.
Looks like a RPO play for the Briar Jumpers to give them a People's Bank of Jackson first down.
John Holland with his stop.
I was trying to see the number. I think that was Samala, number 6, I believe, on the reception. He's the leading receiver for the team.
Looks like it. You know, Somerset's been really successful to run this drive, and they've caught the Bobcats secondary kind of falling asleep, and you can sneak by a pass or two doing that.
Great time, because it looked like great time to call an RPO is what it looked like as he gave a road Hughes for a little bit, pulled out and threw it. So it's a good read by the quarterback as well. That was a play call.
2:45 on the clock. Jumpers back out. Same offensive set. One receiver each side. Hughes in the backfield, the side of Bruner. This time it's a direct snap to Hughes in the Wildcat. Bruner goes up to block. And Hughes,
flag on the play.
Hughes is going to be chased out of bounds, but we got some laundry on the field.
I think we may have had a hold on Braden Barnett on that play. Looks like on the edge may have got him. Hughes is trying to inch closer to the sideline to get maybe break off for a few more yards.
So holding on the Briar Jumpers. That'll back them up. So it'll be first repeat of the first down. It'll be 1st and 20 from the 38-yard line. 2:29 on the clock.
At the 38-yard line. Still first down.
Bruner from the sideline with the play call comes into the huddle. Defense set for the Bobcats. Still got Sawyer Hall up front. He's flanked by Terry and Abner. 2 receivers to the left now for the Briar Jumpers. Puts a man in motion. Snap, keep, and he gave up inside. Looked like he was going to keep it. The ball comes loose. We got some motion up here saying the Bobcats have recovered the football.
And Jason Tolson comes up with the ball. Let's see what the referee calls.
So
I believe so.
It was a looked like almost a keeper or an option. He gave it up inside to Hughes. Maybe the ball came loose on the mesh point when he handed it off.
Their Bobcat offense on the field, so it must be a turnover from the Briar Jumpers.
So on the fumble, the Bobcats come out with 2:01 on the clock, and another opportunity to
brings up a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats. And like you were saying, an opportunity to put some points on the board and maybe come back in this game.
A little momentum going for the offense. 2 receivers each side for the Bobcats, shown on the field right now. Gibson in the backfield with Holland. Dawson Hayes doing the hard work at the tackle position in there for Tate Skidmore tonight. Quick throw from Holland. Going to be caught over in front of the sideline by Austin Sperry, and he did make the catch.
Pass looked a little low, but good job from Sperry for adjusting to catch it.
Pickup of about 6 yards. It'll say 2nd and 4 from the 44-yard line. Ball on the left hash for the Bobcats. 2 receivers each side. Gibson back there just to the right of Holland in the backfield. Holland sits back, screen play, throw over the middle to Gibson, makes a couple of guys able to get to him. Looked like he made the first guy miss. A little ankle tackle, and Gibson going to get it up right close to the first down mark. And they're going to make
People's Bank of Jackson first down on the screen.
Referee going to make the motion, so that'll move the chains.
As we said all night, we were looking for some screens, but looked like one of the defensive linemen read it pretty good and was there to make it stop, keeping the Bobcats from getting a big gain on that.
Yeah, they looked like they had a guy that didn't truly rush that play, kind of kept an eye on Gibson right there.
1:04 on the clock, 21-0 here in the third. Bobcats go back to work. Give inside to Gibson. Gibson with a big hole. He makes a man miss, jumps over him, and he's up over the 40, close to the 37-yard line.
Now, People's Bank of Jackson, first down again for Jaden Gibson. It's a really good run, that play. He was cutting and jumping over people on that one.
Feed him the football right now as Gibson able to pick up another first down here in the third. 45 seconds on the clock.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Holland,
is that right, Rob?
That's right. Holland makes a play call. 2 receivers each side. Fake to Gibson. Good block by Gibson. Pass over to Thomas. Thomas still on his feet. Over to about the 34-yard line. And we got another
flag on the play. Maybe a few words were spoken after the play or something.
Well, it came from this sideline.
sideline.
Late.
Came from this sideline, though. The play was on the opposite side of the field. And the line judge here in front of Somerset's sideline made the penalty call. See what the referee's talking about at midfield. And 26 seconds still on the clock. Your score 21-0 here in the third quarter. So the line judge and the referees at midfield talking it over. Like I said, the play was on the opposite side of the field. And the white hat referee going to come over and talk to the line judge on this side.
Looks like a lot of deliberation from the officials on this call.
See what the call is. Going to go against Breathitt.
Illegal man downfield.
Eligible receiver downfield.
So with 26 seconds, the penalty goes against the Bobcats. That'll make it 2nd and 15 from the 44. The repeat first down, so it'll be 1st and 15. All sitting on the 44 on the left hash.
Got to be a little bit of a gut punch for that Bobcat offense. They had a little momentum, but a little bit of that gets taken away after that.
It's still first down. It's still early. They can still pull this off.
Give up inside to Gibson's got some room to run. He's at the 30, still on his feet to 25, to 20. Brought down finally by a Somerset defender. Ethan got to be happy with little brother Jaden on that run.
Yeah, with a People's Bank of Jackson first down from Jaden Gibson. He is a workhorse right now, absolutely gashing the Somerset defense.
Got to give another plug to Ethan on that one. See, I did it.
Looks like but it was going back to Gibson on that one.
And I got Jaden's name right that time. So that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. We're getting ready to start the fourth. 21-0 your score. Bobcats been beating Jaden Gibson, and we're headed into the fourth. We'll see what the Bobcats have for the Briar Jumpers. We'll be back after these messages.
Hey, Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
The Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance wants to inform the general public that Little Flower Clinic is a full-service medical clinic available for everyone. We accept most major insurances like the one your employer provides and Medicaid. Little Flower has an experienced staff of medical professionals providing all types of services from general physicians, mental health services, dental, chronic disease case management, and even chiropractic. We have on-site x-ray and laboratory services. Little Flower Clinic, everyone's medical home in the mountains.
Yeah, folks, we are back. Start the fourth quarter, 12 minutes on the clock. 21-0. Somerset over the Bobcats right now. Holland in the offense goes back to work. He puts the man in motion. John Carter comes in, sets up shop to just to the right. Give to Holland. John Carter makes one man miss over to the sideline before he goes out of bounds. pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards. We'll see what they give him.
Bobcats seem to be taking our advice for how to run the ball a little bit more.
Second down.
Well, as you said tonight, offensive lineman, you got to love the running game. I mean, it gets you, you're more active. You got a little bit more responsibility.
It also makes the defense respect the plays in the box.
I say you've got more responsibility on a running game as an offensive lineman, but you just got a little bit more to do. Let's say it that way.
Yep.
11:56 on the clock.
It also opens up the play, especially in a game like this where you're down 3 scores.
Yep.
Run a play action, you could hit someone deep.
Exactly right.
The run and pass counteract each other. You do well on the run, it sets up the pass. You do well on the pass, it sets up the run.
Give inside to Gibson. He cuts back to the left, driving his feet. Another high tackle by the Briar Jumpers. Gibson.
Not much from Gibson. That seemed to be a counter play from the looks of it.
Looked like a
Much,
counter.
though. Looks like they read that pretty well and got a hold of Gibson before he could break off another big run.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 7 on the scoreboard. Ball on the 17-yard line on the left hash.
Looks like we have Gibson come out and Thomas come in as the back.
Braden Barnett in there also as the blocking back. Thomas in the backfield just to the right of Holland. 1 receiver each side. Jason Combs, 2 receivers to the far side. My bad. Holland going to roll. He's got Thomas out there to pitch to, and he makes the pitch. Thomas cuts up the field, still on his feet, up to about the 6-yard line.
Looks to be a, people think of Jackson first down, the option play as Hollins pitches the ball to Thomas for a good game.
I really like this option set that we're showing in this game. I think that's the first time. I think the time before that they ran that option. I think it was to Gibson down here on this end of the field.
Didn't get much out of that play either.
Very successful that time with Thomas. He picks up the 1st down. 1st and goal now for the Cats from the 7-yard line. 10:43 on the clock. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the far side of the field. Holland takes a snap, sits back, looks to throw, pumps, goes deep to the corner, throws it up, and it's just out of the hands of a Somerset defender. It'll go incomplete.
Holland was close to add another tally to that pick counter tonight.
Well, you're throwing that one up to Austin Sperry. You know, that's a 50-50 ball for Sperry, and you got to like your chances when you're throwing it to Austin, as he can get up there with a good vertical leap. 10:30 on the clock. That one goes incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line for the Cats. Sperry and Holland, 2 receivers to the left. Ball snapped, give inside to Gibson. Might be a pickup of 1 or 2 yards at times.
Sometimes that's the problem with the run game. When you get down into the red zone, defense gets a little bit more harder to break through and just stonewalls you.
I thought he picked up a yard, but the ground judge actually moved a little bit, but I don't know if the ball looks to be spotted at about 6 or 7. 10 minutes on the clock here in the 4th. 9:55 now on the clock. Cats go back to work. Holland sits back. Will be flushed out of the pocket, throws to the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete, but we got a flag in the end zone right where the play took place.
There's a flag down.
I think that was another ball thrown up to Sperry. Pass intended for him.
Looks like he's walking a little gingerly, though, coming back to the line of scrimmage.
Passing in the red zones can be very difficult. Everything's so congested. You don't have anything deep that you can possibly run. So Somerset knows.
Not to cut you off, Brad, it looked like we had a penalty on Somerset. Moves the ball to about the 4-yard line.
Defensive holding on Somerset. So it's
like
3rd and goal.
Looks like maybe the defender on Sperry had a little too much jersey on that throw.
3rd and goal from the 3. Bobcats threatening. They're in the red zone and trying to get into the end zone. 9:43 on the clock. We got 2 plays to do it. Let's see what the Bobcats have drawn up. A little shift in the offense again. We're going to go overload left. Give to Thomas. Thomas on his feet. Thomas into the end zone for the score.
That's a
there's the signal.
Touchdown Bobcats.
Should be a family pharmacy touchdown for the Bobcats as Eli Thomas runs one in. We have one of the judges signaling a touchdown, but they're...
Well, one of the Somerset players came out of there with the football.
Looks like they may have knocked it out after the play, or Eli let go of it, and they were trying to play it off as a fumble, but it's a touchdown.
Thomas was in the end zone and down, so that'll make your score 21-6 with 9:32 on the clock.
That brings up our kicker.
Once again, that little shift, that little motion, throws a little trickery to Somerset.
Little wrinkle in the defense, and it seemed to work that time. You get an extra blocker over there too. And the kick is up, and it is good for Braxton Terry at 9:32 on the clock. That'll make your score 21-7. Bobcats with some points on the board, trying to make it interesting. We'll be back after this commercial on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5502.
We are back here in the fourth quarter, 9:32 on the clock. Some great analysis and some comments going on during the commercial break, guys. I'll just let you continue. What's going to happen here?
Well, we were discussing that the Bobcats are still in this game. There's 9 minutes and 32 seconds left. We were discussing what the Bobcats should do on this kickoff.
And I was thinking they were probably going to onside it right here.
They will onside it. But in my thinking, it might be a little bit better to let them kick it deep. Kill less time if you're able to get a stop like you have been. Your defense has been playing good, getting gashed sometimes, but you can still try to make a stop, can them back a little bit deeper. But looks like we got Turner and Spencer out here for a shorter kick.
Could see a little pooch kick in between that first and second level.
Looks like they're going for the onside. And takes a bad bounce.
Didn't go the 10 yards that it needed to. Looked like a good kick when it started out. It covered some yards early and looked like it was going to be a good chance at Breathitt able to recover it, but it didn't travel.
A nice looking kick from Spencer. It just took a really bad bounce for him.
So they're going to spot it at the 45. Be on the left or the right hash for Somerset. 9:32 on the clock.
Bobcats going to drop a big stop here if they want any chance to be still in this game. Can't give up any points.
Great field position for Somerset.
First and 10 for the Briar Jumpers.
9:32 on the clock. 2 receivers to the right for the Briar Jumpers. 1 to the far side of the field. Hughes in the backfield. Bruner with the keeper still on his feet. Going to be tripped up and brought down around the 44-yard line. Might give him a 43.
Tackle made by Austin Sperry's. He slides in there like he's trying to get safe at first base.
As a former DB, that is exactly how you fill up that alley and make the tackle on a run.
Good
That's
job.
Textbook.
Good job from the box guys, though. Slow up Bruner. Slow up Bruner on that play for Sperry to come make up the tackle.
9 minutes. The clock continues to wind down. Somerset, the same set. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bruner in the backfield with Hughes to his left. He'll give to Hughes. Hughes up inside and gets by 1 tackle, still on his feet. He's headed to the corner of the end zone, the 10, the 5, and the score by Chris Hughes with 8:40 on the clock.
And that is a family pharmacy touchdown from Chris Hughes that really just makes you wonder if the Bobcats are able to come back to this one. It's now a 3-possession game again.
That'll make your score 27-7. And Anderson Rubel will come on to attempt the point after.
Looks like the Bobcats defense over pursued a little bit, allowing for that cutback to happen, and nobody was in there on that left side for Somerset.
Yeah.
Nobody there.
That's a mistake we really don't want to make with that. Because the running back is more patient, as he's calm, as explosive as Hughes.
Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. That'll make your score 28-8 with 8:40 on the clock here in the fourth. We'll take a break on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back to bring you the rest of the fourth quarter after this message.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Continuing the fourth quarter here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, the Briar Jumpers go up 28-7 over the Bobcats with 8:40 on the clock. Bobcats need to come out again and put together a effective and a drive where we see them execute again. They did pretty good on that last drive, able to move it down deep and score.
And to add on to that, Rob, they also need a drive where they hit quick. You might have 8 minutes left, 8 minutes, 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter, but you're going to run out of time quick if you put together a longer drive like you did earlier.
It'd be nice to get a score quickly on the board. Nice kick. Going to be handled back there by John Carter Holland around the 15. On his feet at the 30, the 35, the 40. Finally tripped up as he gets past the 40 up to about the 42-yard line. So a good run by John Carter Holland on the reception back around the 15. 8:29 on the clock, 28-7 your score. They're going to spot it at the 42 at midfield. So a good field position for the Bobcats as they'll come out with a first down.
First and 10.
Holland in the huddle. Make the call. Bobcats break out of there. Carson Miller ready for the snap. 2 receivers to the far side of the field for the Bobcats. Sperry here in front of us to the left. Both backs will set up shop, 1 to each side of Holland. Snap back. Quick throw by Holland across the middle. He's got Sperry back there, and he's open. He makes the catch at the 20, the 5, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. Just what Evan Miller said. Let's put the ball in the end zone quick. Holland steps back, quick throw across the middle.
And on that quick play is a Family Pharmacy touchdown on a deep pass to Austin Sperry. Like you were saying, I called it.
What a ball from Miles Holland to Austin Sperry as he just outran his guy, made the catch into the end zone with 8:21 on the clock, 28-13, and Braxton Terry will come on to attempt the extra point.
2 quick scores in a row. Both teams are in the exact same situation we were in about 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Wish we had a siren to crank up.
Has a 58-yard touchdown. So we've had 2 touchdowns in the last minute and 20 seconds.
It's impressive from the Bobcats.
Getting interesting here.
They also have to
Flag down.
It's a whistle
false start.
Whistle before the kick. It's going to go against Somerset.
Well, does this change the play calling if you're the coach, Rob? Would you maybe go for 2 if you're...
They're
I guess
taking the tee off.
Looks like they might be taking the penalty on the kickoff.
Now they're going to come back.
Oh. What's going on?
I think they're going to kick it again. The whistle was before the kick, and even with the penalty being called, they're going to come back out and kick this one again. So,
okay.
Braxton Terry will step it back. 8:21 on the clock, 28-13. Trying to make it a 2-score game. Terry puts the boot up.
And
kick is up.
And it's good. Through the uprights. He's had a little bit of trouble over these past 2 games putting in between the uprights. But it's good to see him make 2 straight tonight.
28-14 is your score with 8:20 on the clock in the fourth. We'll be back after this message on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Wolfe County Tourism. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous. Come see all that Wolfe County has to offer. Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic for all your medical needs. Open 7 days a week with new extended hours. With a hometown atmosphere, our family is sure to take care of yours. Go Time and Steak and Shake. Refresh, refill, and refuel at Go Time. 8 locations to keep you on the go. And Steak and Shake in Hazard, famous for steak burgers and great milkshakes. Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. Jackson Physical Therapy. Colby Watts is your physical therapist. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Thanks to Colby for helping the Bobcat kicking team on the field, showing the onside kick. With 8:20 on the clock, they're down 2 scores. Wyatt Spencer on to attempt that onside kick. It takes a good bounce. It's going to fall right into the hands of a Somerset player at the 49 or the 50-yard line. I believe that was Samala that made the catch and the reception on the kick. So Samala does recover it. And the Briar Jumpers will come out and take over from the 49. Actually spotted just off the 50. Ball on the left hash for Somerset. Great field position again for the Briar Jumpers. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bruner takes a snap, gives to Hughes inside. Gets past the initial line of contact. Shoestring tackle's no good. Still on his feet. Chased out of bounds at about the 22, 23-yard line.
Interesting decision to go out of bounds on that. You're up 2 scores. Why not keep it in bounds and just run the clock?
Big pickup of yards and another big first down.
Bring up our Jumpers. People's Bank of Jackson first down. Chris Hughes.
8:12 on the clock. Not much time ticked away. Big run by Hughes. And Somerset comes back out to go to work. Same set again. Hughes just to the left of Bruner. 2 receivers to the right. 1 to the left. Give to Hughes. Hughes on the right side, still on his feet. Gets by 1 tackle. Finally brought down by Jason Tolson around the 10-yard line.
Looks like he'll bring up another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Briar Jumpers. Chris Hughes is cutting up the Bobcat defense right now.
Yeah, once again, those yards after contact are killer right now. That just shows you how elusive Chris Hughes is.
Ball going to be spotted at the 11-yard line at midfield. So the Briar Jumpers have drove it into the red zone, and Bobcats have got to bow up right here and try to get a stop. It's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. Hughes in the backfield. They'll give to him. He's going to be tackled, and he's going to be brought down around the 7-yard line. 7:20 on the clock now as it continues to wind down. Bobcats have put up a good fight here in the second half. Able to come out and put some scores together offensively, made some things happen. See if the defense can give the offense a little bit of opportunity to come back out and draw this one closer. Somerset is knocking on the door right now at the 6-yard line. Actually, at the 7-yard line.
Hoping the Bobcat defense can kind of bow up here and just stonewall the Somerset offense, but it's not looking good as Chris Hughes seems to be cutting. Looks like we have a timeout for Somerset.
Somerset. We got a timeout. We'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Hey, Brian Milam here for Appalachian Wireless. When we tell Eastern Kentucky we are you, it's true. We serve 28 counties with retail locations, and with over 300 cell sites, we have more than any other carrier. Keeping you connected, that's Appalachian Wireless.
What does one penny buy? How about an iPhone 13 at Appalachian Wireless? And now you can save up to 50% off select devices.
We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
.644 on the clock. Briar Jumpers with a timeout. 28-14 your score. Somerset working with the ball on the 7-yard line. 2nd down and 6. 1 yard away from it being 2nd and goal. Briar Jumpers knocking on the door right now of pay dirt.
Big moment for Bobcat defense. Time for them to play strong and show the Briar Jumpers what they're made of this.
Well, Bruner has Gulak back beside him now.
So,
and Bruner's going to keep it. Bruner on his feet, headed towards the end zone. He dives. And we'll see where they'll mark him down. I think he's going to be down around the 2-yard line.
Down at the 1, gives them first and goal.
Where did People's Bacon Jackson first down as the quarterback dived at the 1?
Where did Hughes go to on that play? I don't think Hughes was on the field.
Hughes is on the sideline. He was getting a drink of water during the play.
Okay.
Hughes must be getting a well-deserved break after few big runs this drive in the previous one.
So Bruner going to go under center. Gulak behind him.
Little tush push.
And Bruner going to keep it himself. He'll walk into the end zone for the score.
That is a Family Pharmacy touchdown by Josh Berman.
So Somerset goes up 3 scores, 34-14 with 6:05 on the clock here in the fourth. We'll take a quick break on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back. Oh, my bad. My bad. Tried to speed things up too much.
Well, while we wait for the kick,
got to slow it down a little bit.
That makes Berner's second rushing touchdown of the year. So tidbit.
Anderson Ribble on for the point after. The kick is up. It is good, and that'll make it 35-14. Now we will take a quick break, and we'll be back. Wolfe County Tourism. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous. Come see all that Wolfe County has to offer. Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Health Care. Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic for all your medical needs. Open 7 days a week with new extended hours. With a hometown atmosphere, our family is sure to take care of yours. Go Time and Steak and Shake. Refresh, refill, and refuel at Go Time. 8 locations to keep you on the go. And Steak and Shake in Hazard, famous for steak burgers and great milkshakes. Appalachian Wireless. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. Jackson Physical Therapy. Colby Watts is your physical therapist. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Thanks to Colby for helping the Bobcats. 6:05 on the clock here from Somerset, Kentucky. Somerset Briar Jumpers up 35-14 over the Bobcats right now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field for Somerset. Breathitt County has Eli Thomas and John Carter Holland deep back around the 20-yard line.
Well, Rob, the Bobcats have been showing some signs of life on offense. It's just that Somerset keeps punching with them.
True. Ball comes loose. Bounced off the foot of Barker, I believe. And they're going to say that Somerset has recovered the kick.
Kick recovered by the Briar Jumpers.
Looks like he got turned around on that play. Hit him in the leg.
Yeah, he looked like he was trying to make the turn back to
as if
to
they were
block.
kicking it deep.
Yeah, and the ball actually got him in the leg, and it didn't even he didn't even know the ball had hit him until it was over and done with. Got a player down, but he trying to get up is Spencer.
Wyatt Spencer.
We'll take a quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation for this injury update. We'll be back after this message.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
6:05. Somerset has recovered the kickoff. Great field position. The ball is over on the 48-yard line in Bobcat territory on the right hash. Give inside to Hughes. He's going to break it out towards the sideline in front of the Somerset bench. And
looks like we have a little laundry on the field. Hold on, Somerset.
Holding on the Briar Jumpers.
They'll back them up 10 yards and put them at 1st and 20 to start this drive with 5:58 left in the fourth quarter.
We haven't said anything about the facilities here at Somerset, but folks, I tell you what, you got to love this setup. The track around the field, nice turf field. The thing that I love is down at the left end of the field from the home side of the field, as they have a miniature football field lined out in the turf for their young kids. Something that we love to see, the young guys out at the end of the end zone, and they're having a big time throwing the football around. There's probably 2 or 3 pickup games going on down there right now, and I think that's something that the administration here at Somerset should be commended for in promoting the play of the youth and those guys being interested in this, not only this game, but the game that they're playing back there. Give to Hughes inside, still on his feet. Going to be brought down at the 50-yard line. You got to promote the athletics of the youngsters, and then Somerset doing that here with the way the facility's set up. Just a great place to play football.
Yeah.
Ball up to about the 50 at midfield. 5:25 on the clock. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Briar Jumpers. Two receivers to the far side of the field, one in front of us. Gulak in the backfield.
Yeah, I was about to say, looks like
with Brunner.
Hughes is in.
Give to Gulak, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage, tackled immediately.
Yeah. Great play by that Bobcat defensive front.
Waylon Abner. And I believe that is Seth Johnson also in there on the stop. No gain, 4:45 on the clock, 35-14 your score.
Okay.
Brunner will bring the play into the huddle. Some of the offensive linemen and some of the guys on the field for Somerset being switched out.
Looks like Hughes is tagged back in for the Briar Jumper backfield.
Got a guard coming in for the offensive line. Brunner. Little switch, little cutback counter to Hughes. Hughes still on his feet at the 30, up to the 20, the 15, the 10. When he's finally brought down.
A really nice play from the Briar Jumper offense.
Nice counter play right there.
Really nice counter as Brunner sold it and gave it to Hughes. And Hughes with a big pickup of yard, 1st down and more for Somerset.
Almost looked like he was going to roll out to the right.
Yeah.
Quickly hands it off and cuts back, and he's gone before you know it.
Brings up a big 1st down. A big People's Bank Jackson 1st down for Chris Hughes.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to forget if there's a 1st down for the Jumpers.
Yeah, no.
Someone got to remind you.
And I just want to make note that I didn't cut in on Evan. Everybody else did in the whole stadium, but I didn't that time.
I got it out.
3:42 on the clock, 35-14. They come out, go under center. Going to give inside. I believe that's Gulak, and he didn't get there, but he's up to about the 2-yard line. .331 on the clock. Mr. White Hat referee says run it. It continues to tick now, 35-14. Somerset knocking on the door again. Ball on the 3-yard line.
Second down and goal from the 2.
Coach Clevenger taking plenty of time off the clock. He'll be content to give the play. Brunner in no rush to get it in.
Yeah, we're seeing good clock management from Coach Clevenger on this drive. Just killing as much as he can to get the Bobcats as much time as they cannot have to score.
15 seconds or 10 seconds on the play clock.
0 wide receivers.
Yep.
Wonder what play it will be.
Back under center to Gulak again. I don't think he might have picked up a yard, maybe. Give to Gulak immediately.
Got a quick question for you. What do you think the chances were on that play for it being a run? We think
about 95%.
Really? I was thinking around 50.
Got to disagree with you on that one. Brunner up under center and 2 backs. I'm going with the run.
I think I'll second you for this play. Pull up the analytics here. I think there's about a 70% chance they run. Maybe a quick pass to the outside.
Repeat of the last play as almost a minute ticks off the clock with only 4 seconds on the game clock. And they're going to get this one away just in time. Brunner's going to keep it. Throws to the end zone. Incomplete.
Oh, my God.
So 1:53 on the clock. It'll go incomplete out of bounds. It'll stop the clock 35-14 and bring up 4th and goal.
What were those analytics, Evan?
I'm just a numbers guy, man.
I wasn't any good at statistics class. I just did.
Well, not to toot my own horn, but I did pass statistics with an A.
Well, I passed it. I just said I wasn't any good at it.
I said it earlier, though. Coach Clevenger is doing a really good job managing this clock, chewing it to pieces.
Right.
Of course, the incomplete pass kills that. A minute 53 left.
Two plays ago, we had 3 minutes on the clock. Now it's down to a minute 53. The incomplete pass stopped the clock. No receivers. Bruner going to keep it, and he's going to sneak in for the touchdown.
That is a
150 on the clock.
Josh Burner. I think I brought up the stat earlier. I think that's his third rushing touchdown on the year.
150 on the clock here at WM Clark Field. 41-14 your score as continue to try to stretch this one out. Anderson Rubel on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up.
And it's good.
And it is good. Splits the uprights, got plenty of length on it. 42-14 your score with a minute 50 left in the fourth. We'll take a break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Folks, we are back with a minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. Somerset on homecoming night stretches the lead out to 42-14 over the Bobcats. Kicking team for Somerset will come back onto the field. Return team out there for the Bobcats, John Carter Holland and Eli Thomas back deep for the Cats.
Ethan Rubel set to kick off.
Rubel with the ball sitting on the 40-yard line. He'll walk this one back and get set to kick off. Kick is up, short. Going to be covered up by Jason Combs right around the 41-yard line. So a good cover by Combs as he's able to get on that one. Cover it up, ball on the 41. It'll be spotted around the right hash, I believe. Left hash for the Bobcat offense.
And after that spot, that brings up a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Bobcats offense, who's going to try to put another score up on the board to make this deficit not look as bad as it is.
First and 10 for the Bobcat.
Holland comes into the huddle and make the play call. Carson Miller set. Offense set. Two receivers to the far side of the field. One back each side of Holland. Holland sits back, throws across the middle. Got Combs out there, and he makes the catch around the 30. And Combs is going to walk into the end zone.
That's a family pharmacy scoring play for Jason Combs. This young man catches the...
It looked like a repeat of the Austin Sperry pass that we saw earlier, and Combs able to stretch it out, get a few steps on his man, and makes the catch and into the end zone. The Bobcats make it 42-20 with a minute 39 on the clock.
And you know, with like a receivers like Sperry, it's hard to give attention to people like Jason Combs, who's got really good speed.
Yeah.
You know, young guy, he had a few drop problems early in the year, but now he's kind of corrected that. And as you can see, he's dangerous.
Yeah, he's got plenty of speed himself and makes a good catch that time. Nice ball thrown by Miles Holland. And Braxton Terry will come on to attempt the PAT.
It's something that happens quite a bit is if you overkey on one guy, that allows somebody else that you're...
Keeps you going. Your love for the game, your teammates, a victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider.
In the end zone, they punch another 6 points, courtesy of Miles Holland to Jason Combs. Combs able to get into the end zone after the reception. And Austin Sperry on to kick the kickoff. And a nice little pooch kick, and it's going to go back to about the 37, 38-yard line. It'll be covered up by the Briar Jumpers. So they'll come out and start things off from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I just clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry, guys. Trying to switch position.
Ball marked at the 38-yard
38-yard line on the left hash. It'll be a first down for the Briar Jumpers as they'll try to run the clock out here in this one, I do believe. Bruner and Hughes both back onto the field. That's been the majority of the offensive production here for Somerset tonight. Both of those on the field. You got to think Coach Clevenger going to want to run the clock out.
Looks like they're setting up in maybe a victory formation.
I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to take a knee.
It's like they'll just knee out the clock unless Coach Moore decides to use his timeouts.
With 1:33 on the clock, it will continue to run, and ball be spotted back at the 36-yard line now. Probably going to wind it up for this one, barring, like you said, another timeout. Maybe called by Coach Moore, but Somerset content to let the clock run down just as low as it will. Play clock at 20 seconds. 1:10 on the game clock. So the Bobcats come calling in Somerset, Kentucky here on homecoming night, and the Briar Jumpers will come out of this one victorious. Your score right now is 42-21, barring anything drastic. Briar Jumpers will move to 4 wins and 3 losses. Bobcats will fall to 2-5.
And you know, Rob, the Bobcats did show a lot of good things tonight. They had some miscues that messed them up early, a few costly turnovers that, you know, put them way behind. But other than that, you know, big plays to Jason Combs and Austin Sperry. Great running from every running.
Bobcats got the ball coming out of halftime, so it could have easily been a closer game than the scoreboard seems.
Brad brings up a really good point, and it was 14-0 and really a close game. Both teams breaking things open a little bit here in the second half, but that early lead by Somerset proves beneficial for them. They were able to capitalize on a couple turnovers also. So, folks, we'll take a quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. 42-21 your final game, and we'll be back after this message on BSN.
Jackson Physical Therapy is your locally owned and operated physical therapy clinic, serving Jackson and the surrounding areas. Owned by Colby Watts, Jackson Physical Therapy has a talented and experienced staff ready to meet all your physical therapy needs. Jackson Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of our local youth and sports teams. Call JPT at 666-9293 to schedule your appointment today and let us improve your quality of life.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone or give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5500.
So, folks, we are back to wind this one up. The Briar Jumpers are victorious, 42-21 over the Bobcats here from Somerset, Kentucky. Once again, thanks to all of our